The CBS Radio Mystery Theater presents... Come in. Welcome. I'm E.G. Marshall. The top names: Broadway Joe Namath, O.J. Simpson, Johnny Unitas, Frank Gifford. All the glamour of the football world may be household words. But about the rest of the men who play this brutal game, one half the country doesn't know who they are or cares. And for the half that does, few of them know the names of most of the top players. This is the story of one such guy who became the center of a bigger game even than the Super Bowl. Our mystery drama, The Spit and Image, was written especially for the Mystery Theater by Ian Martin and stars Michael Tolan. He came out of a small college in the Middle West. The pro scouts were all high on him as a prospect. Only 2 knocks against him. He was too light, 190. The other, he didn't have quite enough speed. For 8 years, he knocked around the leagues, waiting for the break, but somehow it never came. And one day he was 30, and Gil Stevens knew he had ridden the bench for his last season. It was time to look for a full-time job with a future. No more odd jobs. How could he have known that he was about to give his life to one of the oddest jobs anyone ever had?
Hey, man, don't you know you can get picked up for loitering?
What, in front of a precinct house? Oh, not me. I got a friend inside, name of Detective Sergeant Wagle.
Yeah, that's me. Say, aren't you Gil Stevens? Used to hang around kidding me he was a middle linebacker, huh?
No, I didn't hang. I sat on my duff most of the time. Knocked there by a big, ugly, gung-ho offensive guard supposed to be my buddy.
Those were the good old days, huh, Gil?
Yeah, the best.
Tell me, any luck today?
Nope.
Stockbroker deal didn't work out, huh?
Nope.
Well, something will turn up. Hey, come on, I'm off duty. Let's you and me go on home and grab a couple of beers. We can pick up some stuff at the deli, get home, take our shoes off, knock a few back, Gil.
No, I won't be staying, Deke. I'm moving out tomorrow.
What are you talking about? You can't cut out an old roomie that way.
Oh, come off it, Deke. This isn't the old days. You're married. You got a home, a kid, a job, a whole new life. I'm in the way.
Betty doesn't mind.
I know, but I got to split. I can't live off you.
But what are you going to do?
Well, there's always welfare. Or digging ditches. Merchant Marine, Army, something. Somebody's got to be able to use a warm body somewhere. It was all my fault. When I got that good job last spring with the paper bag and container company, I should have hung in there and let football go. But then the Hornets had that rash of injuries in training, and they were hurting for linebackers, and they wanted to sign me as a free agent. I couldn't resist, and I was back with the Jocks again. Then the second exhibition game, I got the concussion, and they put me out on waivers, and nobody claimed me, and I ended up back on the bench again, with suddenly no jobs open.
Now, all right, you knock it off. Now, we're going to get things cooking for you. Hey, you know something I was thinking? Why not TV or movies or acting or like that?
Are you kidding?
Oh, other jocks make it.
Other jocks had big names, a good press. People knew them.
Well, yeah, but just the same, it's like Betty says. Show business is always looking for new names. Like this here. Cue to casting. Here, let's see this. Equity showcase, terrific opportunity. Star part for unknown and new play. Man of 30 or less in magnificent condition must sing Dance? Well, I guess not.
You gotta be kidding. I'm no actor. I don't have any talent like that.
Would you hold it? Now listen to this one. No previous show business experience required. Mature young man. Must be exactly 6 feet. Weight not over 190. Brown hair, light brown eyes, with Midwestern accent. This is a long-term contract, so he should be single and, if possible, unattached. This is the opportunity of a lifetime.
Knock it off. You know what that is? Some stud for a skin flick.
Would you listen for just a minute? Full bond will be posted. Object cannot be revealed, but this is a nationwide search which will make the winner secure for life. Write Post Office Box 240, Daily Journal, and include copy of birth certificate, photograph, address, and a short biography. Yeah, well, what do you think?
I think you're a good friend, and I thank you for your interest, Deke. But just let me work this out for myself, huh? I had my all-state ring. Pawning that gave me enough to move into the Somerset in the mid-40s off Times Square. I haunted all the part-time employment agencies in the neighborhood. Nothing. Till one day, by accident, I passed a newsstand and saw a copy of Cue to Casting. On an impulse, I bought it. Pretty near my last 4 bits. In a doorway, I leaped through it. And suddenly the ad leaped out at me again. No previous show business required. What the devil, I couldn't lose. I wrote Box 240 and waited for an answer. It came 2 days later. A message at the hotel desk and an appointment. If the sumptuous hotel and the office number, which turned out to be the penthouse suite, surprised me, my interviewer surprised me even more.
Yes?
I'm Gil Stevens.
Oh, please, come in. You can take your things off and leave them there.
My things?
I meant your coat, hat, whatever. That'll be sufficient for the moment.
Well, now, just a moment, Miss...
Ewell, not like the Christmas log, Ewell.
Oh, well, my name is Gil...
Yes, I know. I recognize you from the picture you sent. I could have picked you out anywhere in a crowd.
What does that mean?
Just my mordant sense of humor.
Mordant?
It means...
I know what it means. Caustic, sardonic, sarcastic. I only questioned it coming from you.
Why? You picture me as the wholesome, all-American girl.
Aren't you?
I'm a factotum, all-purpose gopher, a secretary, Girl Friday, okay? You got me pegged.
Hey, I didn't mean to get your back up.
You didn't. Don't flatter yourself. Are you ready to answer some questions?
I'm not sure. Maybe you're getting my back up.
No, please, I'm sorry, don't go. Well, it's you couldn't know how important.
To you?
And you.
What's so special about me? What is this whole gig, anyway?
A perfectly legitimate business deal, if you're interested.
Interested? I wouldn't kid you. I'm on the ropes. A job is what I need.
I can tell you one thing, honestly. This is one you'll have the inside track on. Won't you sit down, Mr. Stevens, and let me ask you those questions?
As long as it's just between us girls. Shoot. I wouldn't have been so flip if I'd known that it wasn't just between us. I wouldn't have been flip at all, even considering this was the most beautiful girl I'd ever seen in my life. I would have taken off and run like I'd intercepted a pass and there was nothing between me and the goal line. The only difference is once I'd crossed it, I'd have kept on running, right out of the stadium and the whole game, rather than ever meet the two I didn't know then were watching me through the one-way mirror on the wall beside the desk. Hubie the Hook and Nick Vados.
It's miraculous, Hubie. We found him. Don't strain your brain. Turn on the sound, please.
Sure, boys.
See your driver's license, please?
I suppose I don't have one.
I want to check your age. Do you carry a birth certificate?
No.
Wedding license?
What for? I never had the nerve. Here's the driver's license.
Thank you. Born April 29th, 1946. That's incredible.
That does it.
Huh?
The same sign as him.
What's incredible?
Oh, forgive me. I was just surprised. You're a Taurus, too.
A what?
A Taurus. The astrological sign that you were born under.
Oh, that's bad?
No, it's good.
Oh.
Do you have insurance?
Yes, so far.
What does that mean?
Well, if I don't make the next payment, I guess it's kaput.
I see. Who's the beneficiary?
My mother.
Where does she live?
In Nebraska. Look, is all this necessary? You put everyone through this?
No. So far, you're the only one.
Well, why me?
Because the moment I saw you, I knew you were going to be right for this job. And I think that my boss will be in complete agreement.
Yeah, she's right. Cut the switch, Shelby. Let's go meet the new Mr. Durwood Drake.
I couldn't figure it. Nothing made much sense. What job? What kind of job that depended on the way I looked? Whether I carried insurance? And the most far out of all, what astrological sign I was born under? But at least I might be about to learn something more. As an inner door opened and two men came in. One was short, squat, and fat. The other was huge, as tall as a basketball center and built as solid as a tackle. I estimated him at 285, with forearms pretty near as big as my thighs, except that on the end of the left one, instead of a hand, he wore a prosthetic device best described as a hook. It was the first time I knew for sure I was out of my depth, and I stood a good chance of drowning.
Oh, I'd like you to meet my employer and his associate, Hubie. This is Mr. Gil Stevens.
Yeah.
And my boss, Mr. Nicholas Vadas. Mr. Vadas, this is Mr. Gil Stevens.
No, he isn't.
What?
Or maybe you don't know it, but Karen, Hubie, and me already do. Starting as of now, you are the #1 mystery man in the world. And the richest. You, my friend, are Mr. Durwood Drake.
As Gil stares in astonishment at the fat little man, a cold trickle of fear runs down his backbone. He has no wish to give up his own identity, and some insistent warning tells him that if he did, the last person it should be for is Durwood Drake. Except that suddenly his mood changes. For there are few men in America who would not gladly exchange places with the legendary Durwood Drake. I'll return shortly with Act 2. Durwood Drake. The name itself evokes mystery, romance. Heir to the Drake Machine Company, international playboy, headline maker as financier, lover, and sportsman. A man who is willing to lay his neck on the line for any risk. Automobile racing, powerboats, flying, skydiving, whatever was exciting and dangerous. And then, suddenly, mysteriously, he dropped out of the news and out of sight, only to become a new source of press interest. This time, speculation instead of reporting. Whatever happened to Durwood Drake? Protected by his billions, where does he hide? Why did one of America's foremost playboys suddenly disappear? Is Durwood Drake alive or dead?
Durwood Drake?
Why not? No one could tell you apart from him.
What does that mean?
You look like him, sound like him. As well as I know him, if I didn't know that you were someone else, I'd swear that you were Durwood. What was the name again?
Mine? Gil Stevens.
Excellent, Mr. Stevens. Now, suppose we get down to business.
I'm not sure I want to.
This is a straight business proposition. We need your services for, say, a month to 6 weeks. $1,000 a day. $15,000 up front for the first 2 weeks. Deposited in any bank you say in your name. The rest after you have delivered the service we require of you.
What service?
There's nothing very complicated. Just pretend to be someone else temporarily. It's time the press and the media stopped questioning where you are.
You're talking about Mr. Drake.
Yes, that's right.
You want me to take his place because I look like him?
It's taken a lot of money, time, advertising to dig you up.
Supposing I told you no.
I'd turn you over to Hubie. You'd be his problem. And I'd keep on advertising till I found someone else close enough to handle things.
What do you mean, turn me over to Hubie?
Well, you already know too much to let you go.
Hey, back off, man. You don't mean you'd have me,
Killed? Why not?
You mean you'd have that gorilla shoot me in cold blood?
Oh, no. Hubie needs no guns. Show Mr. Stevens your eraser, Hubie.
Ain't so pretty, but it sure comes in handy.
Hubie has no qualms about using that hook. In fact, he rather enjoys it.
I don't imagine you suffer any pangs either.
Oh, none at all. I have no conscience.
You make a great pair. But I just can't figure what kind of girl would get involved.
Just stay out of my affairs.
I don't see where you could fit in.
Karen happens to be my daughter. And I've heard quite enough from you now, except what I want to hear. Do you accept my proposition?
I don't seem to have much choice. But I still don't see what you need me for as a stand-in for Mr. Drake, unless... Well, you killed him.
Don't be ridiculous.
Scarcely.
Don't be silly. My father is Durwood's right-hand man. He couldn't run his empire without him.
I can hardly blame you for being suspicious, Mr. Stevens, but let me assure you one thing. In trying to hire you, all of us, are only acting as Mr. Drake's agents.
What's the matter with him? What's he hiding from?
He's a recluse. He prefers to keep away from other people.
Why?
Oh, come. You read the papers, Mr. Stevens. You know that he's a complex man with many idiosyncrasies, and he's rich enough to be able to indulge them. What are you hesitating for? Surely the pay is generous enough?
Oh, it's too generous. Too good to be true. Just exactly what would I have to do?
Very little, actually. Be seen a good deal in public. Escort Karen here to the races, theater. Meet the press. Give them statements we will prepare for you. Appear at some board meetings. Actually, it's a public relations job to restore confidence in Drake Enterprises.
Okay. What have I got to lose? When do I start?
As of now, we go straight to the plane.
Hey, wait a minute. What about all my stuff at the hotel? And I've got to check out.
Oh, very well. Hubie.
Yeah, boss.
Take Mr. Stevens to his hotel, let him check out, pick up his baggage, get him some dark glasses, and see he wears a muffler around his face, just in case some smart reporter got wind of the plane and us coming in. And, no messages. No contacts.
Hey, now look, I don't...
You heard the boss, huh? Move. And just so you don't get any funny ideas, I'll give you a little hint of why you shouldn't.
The cold steel bit into my neck, stinging like the fangs of a serpent, drawing blood as I instinctively jerked away. Just as instinctively, a sheer reflex action, I swung at the giant. His reaction was fast. My fist slammed into the palm of his one huge hand. The punch stopped so abruptly, I nearly dislocated my shoulder. I might as well have hit a wall. Hubie grinned at me a moment, then closed his hand over my fist. It was like a vice. The pain was excruciating, till suddenly he let go.
Don't mess around, buddy. You could get hurt.
I went as obediently as a child. What the devil, I told myself. I could take it for 6 weeks, and $42,000 would put me back on my feet again. Besides, I reflected, despite all the strong-arm stuff, they'd never dare use it once I was on the job. I'd be too valuable to them. All in all, I decided, as long as I wasn't hurting anyone, this wouldn't hurt me. The only trouble was I was dead wrong on both counts. Only I didn't learn that till later.
She's not married?
No.
Lives alone?
Yes.
Any relatives?
One, his mother.
Where does she live?
Nebraska.
What town?
I don't know.
I'll find out.
Why?
I want it picked up.
What for?
I want to control. Make sure our new Durwood Drake does just as he's told.
Oh, no, please, leave her alone. Don't do that again to someone.
I've got to be able to keep him in line. You should understand that better than anyone. Come on, let's get to the plane.
I can't just drop out of sight like I fell off the earth, Mr. Ewell.
What'd you call me?
Mr. Ewell.
The name is Vados. Nicholas Vados.
But your daughter... Oh, is she married?
No, but her name is Ewell. It's quite correct. You see, she's my stepdaughter.
Oh.
Why can't you just drop out of sight? Who would miss you? Girlfriend?
No, but my friend Deke Wagle and his wife. I'm supposed to go there for dinner tomorrow night.
Oh, we can take care of that. Who else? Relatives, friends?
Well, no one here in New York, but... Well, my mother.
Didn't Karen say she lives in Nebraska?
Yes, but she's quite old and all alone. She'll be expecting to hear from me on Sunday.
Where in Nebraska?
A little town in the middle of the state. Albion.
Mm-hmm. You can get in touch with her on the U.S. coast.
Is that a promise?
Well, that is a definite promise.
What about the Deke?
You can call him from here on the plane before we take off. What's the number?
555-4246. You can call that from here?
Oh, all the comforts of home. Karen, did you get that number?
555-4246, right.
That's right.
Buzz me when you have it. I'll pick up here.
All right, Nick.
What do I tell him?
Well, the same thing you're going to be telling anyone who needs to know. That you've gotten a job that takes you out of town, on the road, selling.
Selling what?
Something logical. Weren't you a football player?
Yeah. One of the ones you couldn't tell without the scorecard.
Okay. So that's what the job is, sporting equipment.
What's the name of the firm?
It's a new firm, Hardnet's.
No, it won't wash. Deke will want to know how to get in touch with me.
Fine, he can reach you through the main office in Chicago. I'll have Karen get the address for you.
You mean there really is such a firm?
Yes. Mr. Drake picked it up a couple of months ago. Excuse me a moment. Come in, Hubie. I need you.
Yeah, sure, boss.
Oh, that'll be your call. You can pick up the phone. Just one warning first. Stick to the script I lay down, One false word, and Hubie here will drop the curtain on you.
Deke wasn't home, but I broke my news to Betty, who was delighted I'd gotten a job and wrote down the address Karen brought me. I kind of dragged out the call because somehow I felt that when I hung up, I was cutting my last link with the past, and in an oddball way, with myself. But finally I did, and within 15 minutes we were airborne. The plane was something else. A 707 laid out like a penthouse apartment, with bedrooms, living room, office, kitchen, and dining room. While Vados worked in the office, I got Karen to mix me a drink and join me so I could ask some questions.
You might as well have a look at what's in the envelopes.
Oh, what is it?
Pictures of Durwood. I mean, Mr. Drake.
Well, here's looking at you before I look at him. To better acquaintance.
Please, don't do that.
You're a funny girl. I can't figure you out.
Don't try. Stick to business. Open the envelope.
Okay. Is, this the way he looks now?
Those were taken some time ago, before he went into hiding.
And you think I look that much like him?
Once you grow a mustache and we get your hair dyed darker.
I don't particularly see it.
I do.
Boy, when you talk and look at me like that, I could almost forget what a...
Go ahead. Finish it.
No, it doesn't matter. Where are we heading for?
Vegas.
Las Vegas? Well, I thought Mr. Drake, was out of the country somewhere.
He was. He isn't anymore.
You sure he's alive?
Oh, yes. Quite sure.
Then what's the point of me? Who needs me?
He does.
Why?
That is something he'll have to tell you himself.
That was all I could get out of Karen, or Nick Vados, or Hubie. The man of mystery that I was hired to double for remained as much a man of mystery as ever. Till we got to Vegas. The plane landed, and a helicopter was waiting to lift us back into the hills to a cleverly concealed complex of building, masked from the air by trees and surrounded by an electrified fence. The security was tighter than Fort Knox. I got some notion of why from my introduction to Durward Drake.
All right, Mr. Stevens. You're about to find out the answer to many of your questions.
I'm going to meet Mr. Drake?
Not exactly meet him. He's not very sociable. But you may see him. I think that perhaps will explain a great deal.
Where are you taking me?
To the room next to his. We have found it advisable to make arrangements so that we can keep an eye on him. It's all right, Carl. It's just me. Allow Mr. Stevens here to look through the viewer. Well, you are about to meet the man you resemble so closely.
I was looking through a viewer that fitted to my eyes like the mask on a periscope or an old stereopticon. By some trick of complementing mirrors, the entire room was revealed and somehow lighted at the same time, so that even though the drapes were drawn and the room shaded, every detail was as clear as bright daylight. Too clear. As I looked at the man sitting on a chair facing me, I could feel my stomach churn like I was going to be sick. I was literally frozen with horror as I finally saw why Durward Drake had chosen to become a recluse.
What is Gil seeing through that strange device that is revolting him? What had happened to the man whose disappearance from society had so intrigued and mystified not only his own countrymen, but half the world? I shall return shortly with Act 3. This was the picture Gil Stevens saw. A travesty of his own face, barely recognizable, like the distorted reflection in a carnival mirror. The forehead was thickened and distended by the overgrowth of the frontal sinuses. The nose and lips were thickened and coarsened. The whole head was gigantic in comparison with the body that supported it, as were the huge hands and feet. It was a sight at once so horrible and repellent that though he wanted to shut it out, he was held as though spellbound.
Good Lord. What happened to him?
The medical name is acromegaly, a form of giantism. It's caused by hyperfunction of the pituitary.
Can't anything be done about it?
With his money, don't you suppose everything has been tried? In his case, no.
No wonder the poor devil hides himself away. Is he sane?
If you mean are his mental processes impaired by the disease, not at all. Physically, his symptoms are all outwards. Psychologically, well, that's another matter entirely.
What kind of future does he have?
He lives only for one thing, his, call it empire, which is getting shaky. We'll go in the other room. We can talk. After you, Mr. Drake.
That's not my name.
From now on, it is.
What exactly is it he wants me to do?
Be what he can't, or won't allow himself to be. His visible presence.
What difference will that make?
Oh, a great deal. Believe me. The flaw in the empire that Durward Drake built is that it is a one-man show. None of his companies are public. There are no boards, no machinery of government except for him. He dictates all strategy, all direction, all finances. His system has worked because he is a prodigious genius and has the confidence of every top echelon member of all his staffs. Well, I should say, had.
He's lost their confidence?
He's losing it because he's hidden himself away so long. More and more people are becoming convinced that he's dead. And they're starting to desert.
Why?
Because of taxes. Under the present financial structure, the death taxes would be so colossal it would bring the whole conglomerate down like a house of cards. Everyone knows that. Man, they want to jump before it happens. The nervous ones are starting to bail out already.
And since he won't show himself as he is, he had to find a substitute. Me.
Correct.
Look, I'll never get away with it. I mean, even if people take me for him, I don't know the ones he knows. Or anything about business, or... I don't know 1,000 things.
While you're growing your mustache, you'll be instructed by me and Karen, and everywhere you go, one of us will accompany you. It'll work. Because it must.
The next week was a nightmare cram course. Charts, names, faces, thumbnail sketches, scrapbooks of old news stories, pictures, biographies written about him. The detailed personal history of his life, mostly told me by Karen. Where are we heading for? The summer house?
If you don't mind.
No. I just wondered why you always head for there when you talk about him.
Oh, just habit, I guess.
How come you know so much about him, Karen?
Because we were going to be married before...
Before he got sick?
Yes.
Do you still love him?
I don't know. It's hard to tell after all this time, particularly since... Oh, it's so unfair. You're so like him. Sometimes I'm afraid to look at you. What am I going to do?
Hey, hang in there, baby. Is there anything I can do to help?
Yes. Oh, I don't know. If only I could think of a... Oh, it's Hubie. Hide me for a minute so I can dry my eyes.
Sure.
I don't want him to know what I told you.
He won't.
Oh, hello, Hubie. Are you looking for us?
Yeah. The boss wants to see the geek.
The what?
The performer, Wonder Boy here. Oh, I gotta say one thing for you, fella. You're the spitting image of number one. Come on, you. We don't want to keep Mr. Vados waiting. You come too, Karen.
What does he want, Hubie?
Well, I think he wants to put Pretty Boy here to work. I think we're going to let him out on a leash and let the public look him over.
The next 2 weeks were a whirl. I spent most of them with Karen. But I was so busy meeting politicians, bank presidents, corporation men, trying to keep them straight and remember which I was supposed to know and which I didn't, that I had no chance to talk to Karen about what I really wanted to. What she'd been trying to say in the summer house when Hubie interrupted us. Even the few times I tried to get her alone, she avoided it. Apparently, she had decided against talking to me. And then late one afternoon, while she was instructing me on people I would meet the next day, she led me to the summer house.
This tall man with the heavy horn-rimmed glasses is chairman of the board of Roswell Refineries. You know him casually, as well as the other people in these pictures. Here, let's sit down. You look them over, and I'll identify them for you. Keep concentrating as if you were memorizing the pictures. I have to talk to you.
This his wife? I'm listening.
That's she. First name, Marjorie. He's dying. I just found out. It changes everything.
Mr. Drake?
Yes. Vados isn't trying to save the Empire. He's pirating it.
Well, how can he do that?
Through you. He'll teach you to forge Durwood's signature. Durwood can't sign for himself anymore.
Why not?
The disease is spreading. He's almost blind. His heart is already affected. It's only a matter of time.
Oh, don't worry. I'm not going to be a forger.
You'll have no choice.
I'm not committing any crimes. I'll have to take my chances.
It isn't yourself you'll have to worry about.
What does that mean?
I'm sorry, Gilbert. They have your mother. What? Watch it. Don't think Hubie or someone doesn't have binoculars on us. At least I know this place isn't bugged.
Are you sure about my mother?
Yes. Now there's only one way out.
How?
Only two people stand between us and freedom. Hubie and Vados.
What about the army of guards?
We don't have to worry about them if I can just get to see Durwood. He'll be our passport to freedom.
And see him.
That's the trouble. Since his illness, he's left orders he doesn't want to see me. Not that Vados would allow me to anyway.
And we're back at the beginning.
How can we get rid of those two?
It would take a gun to stop that tank, Hubie. Can you get hold of one?
Not a chance.
How about when we're out? I got a friend who's a cop I could call in New York. Or we could go to the police here.
We could. And never see either of our mothers again.
Then it's got to be here. You keep Vados busy. And I'll have to figure a way to take Hubie.
How?
That's the big question, all right. How? The next couple of days, I studied Hubie as carefully as I ever crammed on pre-game films. How he moved, his reactions, their speed and predictability, probing for a weakness. Whatever I did, if I went for him, I'd most likely have only one shot to take him out. I had to figure out what it would be. And then I thought I saw it. His hand. It was amazing in that big hulk, but it was as soft as a baby's. The nails always lovingly manicured by someone, clean as a woman's. And the care he took of it. It was his most precious possession. He didn't want anything to happen to that hand. But as it happened, it was my hand that triggered the climax.
Right. Damn you, Stevens, right.
My hand is cramped, Vados. I got to rest it.
Well, I suppose there's time.
How much are you planning to milk the conglomerate for?
Oh, 50 or 60 million. All the available liquid assets I can lay my hands on.
Well, that'll bankrupt everyone. Throw thousands of people out of jobs.
I told you I had no conscience.
And once you have your money, all the rest of us will become dispensable, too.
Well, we'll cross that bridge. Let's see how cooperative I find you.
Let Karen and her mother and mine go, and I'll cooperate all the way.
Even if I were disposed to, that'd be quite impossible. I need their cooperation, too. I'm quite sure I couldn't count on it if they were free. Now, come on, you're wasting time, Mr. Stevens. Well, I'm afraid you need a little more persuasion. I'll send Hubie upstairs to arrange that.
No sense in kidding myself. If I was going to make a move, this was the time. I had a glimmering of an idea. There was a heavy glass paperweight on the desk. I made a fist over it with my left hand. In the right, I had a pen. I opened the big, heavy teak desk drawer on my right and pushed some pens in there towards the back. I was as ready as I ever would be for Hubie.
I hear the boss wants you moved along a little faster, huh?
Well, no, honest, Hubie, I'm getting it.
You better.
It's just my hand is cramped and the pen's out of ink. You want to give me a new one out of the drawer?
Get it yourself.
As soon as I work the cramp out. My fingers won't open.
Oh, yeah, that'll open. Here. I'll get the pen.
As soon as he reached his hand in, with all the power I could summon, I slammed the drawer shut.
My hand! Oh!
I could hear the bones grind and snap. And at the same time, I brought my left hand around with the paperweight in it to the pit of his stomach. It was like hitting a board.
I'm gonna kill you for that. My hand! I'm gonna cut you to ribbons.
He pulled open the drawer with his hook, freeing the mangled right hand. And then, his face twisted with rage and pain, he started to stalk me. I moved backwards lightly, waiting for an opening. At least I didn't have to be afraid of the right hand now. And I felt my reflexes would be quicker than his. Suddenly, the door was at my back. Now, and my timing had to be just right, I waited till he raised the hook. Then, pushing off from the door with all the strength in my leg, I went underneath and low for an ankle tackle. With a grunt, I took his feet right out from under him. And to save himself, the hook bit into the oak door like it was pine. As he struggled to free it, I hit him hard behind the ear with a paperweight. 3 times. Until he sagged limply, and the body fell heavily to the floor. The stump tearing out of the harness and leaving the hook impaled in the door. I dragged him away. Struggled for a moment till I freed the hook. At least it was some kind of weapon. I pulled open the door. Karen was just coming down the hall.
Look out, Gil! Nick, he's coming upstairs and he has a gun.
I turned. His head was just coming level with the landing. With an expression of utter fury, he lifted the gun he was carrying, aiming it at Karen.
Not you, but her. I want you dead!
He never got the warning out, because reflexively, as he brought up the gun, I had hurled hook and harness at him. Turning and twisting in the air, the two razor-sharp prongs had dug deep into the jugular on each side of his fat neck. He fell like a stone all the way down the stairs. Well?
Everything is all right. Durwood knows everything. He'll be our safe conduct. Oh, Gil.
Oh, take it easy. It's all over.
Maddox, is he dead?
It was him or me.
And Hubie?
You couldn't crack that skull with a poleaxe. But he's trussed up tight, so if he comes to, he's not going anywhere.
Oh, but we are out of here. I'll go get Durwood. You know, one thing I'm happy about.
We need at least one.
That he doesn't see so well. I wouldn't want him to look at you and see what he once was.
Under hospital care, Durwood Drake's death was less imminent than it seemed. He lived long enough to reorganize his companies and save his empire. It was his genius that accomplished it, but the actual work was carried out by his new right-hand man. Gil Stevens simply carried out orders, including a personal one Durwood insisted on. Gil resisted at first, but finally carried it out, since, after all, it was the one he most wanted to obey. He married Karen. I'll be back shortly. I am indebted to Hubie, that unforgettable character, for the title of this story. Not only that, but to learn that puzzling phrase has nothing to do with expectoration. It comes from the Old English word spit, meaning an exact likeness. Thus, your double is your spit and image. Our cast included Michael Tolan, Patricia Elliott, Ralph Bell, and Earl Hammond. The entire production was under the direction of Hyman Brown. This is E.G. Marshall inviting you to return to our Mystery Theater for another adventure in the macabre. Until next time, pleasant dreams. Welcome. I'm E.G. Marshall. The greatest discoveries are not of the new, but of the old. When the 15th and 16th century navigators discovered that the Earth was round, it wasn't because the Earth had suddenly decided to turn itself into the shape of a ball. The Earth has always been round. We talk about discovering the secrets of the atom, but all the forces that make up the atom have always been there. Therefore, what we call discovery is usually a matter of looking more closely and seeing more clearly. After all, the Bible tells us there's nothing new under the sun. No new birds, just new feathers. Our mystery drama, Cherchez La Femme, was especially adapted from the O. Henry classic for the Mystery Theater by Sam Dan and stars Robert Dryden and Bryna Rayburn. William Sidney Porter, or O. Henry, as he was known to his readers, would have had a difficult time understanding women's lib. He would ask himself, why should women want to be equal? Were they tired of being superior? Ah, yes, women. They make your day, and they're not too bad at night either. Woman, the eternal mystery. And at this time, one of the most eternal of all women, Madame Ottilie Thibault. We shall meet her in a little cafe in the French Quarter of New Orleans, where she is deep in a discussion with a favorite customer, O. Henry himself.
Really?
Yes, Madame Ottilie?
You know a man, Gaspard Morin?
Gaspard Morin? No, I don't think so.
Oh, he was a goldsmith.
No.
A jeweler?
I don't think so.
Oh, he's dead now.
Oh, well, then it doesn't matter.
Oh, how can you say it doesn't matter? He stole my money.
He stole your money?
$25,000.
How could he steal $25,000?
How? I let him.
Now, what's this you're saying, Madame Ottilie? You let him? How did you let him?
Well, you see, I am a woman, no?
Yes.
And he was a man. And a man, well, a good man. A woman, she will let him do anything.
And you let him have $25,000? What were the terms?
The terms?
Yes, what was it? A gift, a loan?
Oh, terms. Why don't you speak English? It was how do you say, investissement.
Investment.
Oh, that's what I said, no? Anyhow, one night, he came in here and he says to me, I remember it like it just happened.
Madame Ottilie, I see the place does very well.
Oh, and what if it does, Monsieur Gaspard Morin?
You must make a nice dollar.
Every dollar is a nice dollar.
May I ask, madam, what you do with your money?
Well, you think maybe you can get your hands on some of it?
Oh, no. Madame, I was thinking of your welfare.
And why should you think of my welfare?
Oh, because I like you.
Ah. Oh. Tiens. So, and therefore you wish to, propose marriage?
Would I were free, madame.
There is someone else?
No, madame, there's no one else. As I've said, I think only of your welfare. Where do you keep your money? Where
does any sensible person keep their money? Under my mattress.
Well, isn't $25,000 too important to trust to your mattress?
How can you say that? I trust myself to my mattress, no? Is my money more important than me?
Yeah, but under the mattress, the money does nothing for you.
Oh, yes, it makes me happy to know it is there. I lie in my bed at night, and my money is with me.
But...
I think to myself, I have buried 4 husbands, and I am alone in the world, except for my money. Sometimes I get out of bed, and I take out my money. I have 25 nice $1,000 bills, and I count them, and I put them back nicely.
Yes, but haven't you thought of a bank? I mean, the bank would pay you interest.
But the money, it would be shut up in the vault, the cold vault. Nobody would love it the way I do. Nobody would keep it warm.
Now, madame, I like you. I do, I really do indeed. And it hurts me to see that your hard-earned money is doing nothing.
Well, what is money supposed to do?
Work as you do, work as I do. Madame Ottilie, Do you trust me?
Mm-hmm.
Do you?
Oh, yes, Monsieur Gaspard. I trust you.
Then let me invest that $25,000 for you. I promise you, you won't be sorry.
And do you mean to tell me, Madame Ottilie, that you gave him the money?
Of course I gave him the money.
Yeah, but why?
Why? Because he looked deep into my eyes. When a certain kind of man does that, then I am like a small little baby. I am helpless. So, well, I gave him the 25,000. A month later, he died.
And your money?
My money, it died too, maybe.
After you gave him the money, did you ever see him again?
Oh, sure. He come in here every night for a little drink.
Well, did he tell you what he did with the money?
Well, he said, Madame Ottilie, the money is safe and sound and secure as the Rock of Gibraltar. What is the Rock of Gibraltar?
Well, it's the huge rock that guards the straits between Africa and Europe, I think.
Oh, and he bought this rock for me?
I don't think so.
And the money, my 25,000, it's gone, eh?
Was there any sign of it in his estate?
Estate? What estate? He lived in a room on top of his jewelry store. Estate?
No, I mean, was there a record of it?
No, nothing. Nothing.
Well...
Billy, you think you can find the money for me?
I'd like to.
Good. Then the money's as good as found.
Now, wait a minute. How can I find the money?
Oh, you always find things in your stories.
Well...
People lose things, you find them. People steal things, you find it.
Yeah, but those are only stories.
I know, true stories. So, you'll find it for me, eh?
But how can I?
Oh, a man like you, smart like you.
I'm afraid the money's gone.
Look, you find the money for me, and I'll cook you up a whole kettle of my special bouillabaisse.
But I wouldn't even know where to look. I would... a whole kettle full of your special...
Oh, yes, every night for a whole week.
Well... I think the key here is Cherchez La Femme. Look for the woman.
What woman?
There's a woman in here.
A woman? No, never.
He was a man who had a way with women.
He was a bachelor till the day he died.
Now, he got you to give him 25,000. What a man gets from one woman, he gives to another.
Oh, that's not true.
Well, I know your pride is hurt.
You say Cherchez La Femme. But not for Monsieur Gaspard Morin.
I still say look for the woman. You mean he never was known to spend time with women?
Oh, yes, much of his time.
Why, see, I'm right.
You go to the number 19 on Bonhomme Street, and there you will see the sort of women whose company he preferred above all others.
Poor Madame Ottilie. So good-hearted, so trusting, so vulnerable. How could I even hope to put her into a story? Who would believe her? And so, I made my way deeper into the French Quarter. And finally I came upon Bonhomme Street. The houses were old and close together. And here was 15 and 17 and 19. I pulled at the old-fashioned bell. After a wait, the door was opened by a woman. A tall, tragic-looking woman. But she wore the severe black gown and the stark white bonnet of a nun. Then I saw in a flash the crucifix on the wall and the faded letters, the Little Sisters of Samaria.
Yes.
Oh, excuse me, sister. I must have come to the wrong place.
Are you sure this is the wrong place?
Well, you see, I was looking for number 19.
This is number 19.
Well, then my directions were wrong.
Why do you say that?
Because I'm looking for information about a gentleman who most certainly would never have come to a place like this.
We must never be certain about things here below.
I agree, sister, in principle. But I think we may both be certain that a gentleman named Gaspard Morin would never come here.
Gaspard Morin. But he was a dear friend. He visited almost every day.
Gaspard Morin, the late Gaspard Morin?
The same.
The Gaspard Morin who was a jeweler?
I know of no other.
Oh. Well, may I ask you a few questions about him?
Certainly. My name is Sister Felicity. Won't you come in? He is at rest with the saints. A man most devout. He would come here each day to pray and talk with us about God's goodness and mercy.
I understand.
I hope so. How few people understand him.
Sister, a certain sum of money was entrusted to Monsieur Morin shortly before he died. That money is unaccounted for. Have you heard?
Yes, I have heard.
Madame Ottilie Thibault deserves justice, but so does Monsieur Morin. Now, if we could clear his name, prove him innocent of wrongdoing.
Monsieur Gaspard, he could do no wrong.
I would have to know his tastes, his habits, what friends he had, and so forth.
I understand.
Now, in these cases, one always does well to look for the woman. Was there a lady, perhaps?
Yes, there was.
A woman?
There was one woman to whom he bowed, to whom he gave his heart completely.
Yes? Who?
Behold her. There, in front of you.
In front of me was an alcove. A soft light pouring in through a stained glass window illuminated a statue of the Virgin in a color that appeared to be the purest gold.
He made the statue with his own hands and presented it to the order the day before he died.
He made this little statue?
Oh, yes. It was as if he had a premonition of the end, and this was one work that had to be finished first.
I see.
His death, well, it's just as well he'll never know.
He'll never know what?
He loved this order, this little order of ours, so much it would have broken his heart to know that we're being disbanded.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
You see, we are an independent order. We relied completely on the generosity of private individuals, and Monsieur Morin would give us as much as $100 some weeks. This kept us alive. But now, well, this house and all of our property is being sold at auction tomorrow.
Oh, that's too bad.
It is God's will. Perhaps we are needed elsewhere.
Well, everything is being sold, even that gold statue of the Virgin?
Yes. Of course, it isn't really gold. It's lead or some other metal covered with gold paint.
Oh, of course.
Oh, monsieur, perhaps you will come to the auction, and if you bid generously, there may be some money left for us, and we may be able to start anew somewhere else.
Oh, yes, I shall be there. And have no fear, Sister Felicity. I shall bid generously.
And we know on what he will bid. Did Monsieur Gaspard Morin convert Madame Ottilie Thibault's 25,000 into gold, and then construct the statue of the Virgin which he donated to the Little Sisters of Samaria? If he did, while it amounts to stealing, it really wasn't stealing exactly. Or was it? Well, more on money and theology when we resume in just a few minutes with Act 2. While all that glitters may not be gold, there are times when gold itself doesn't glitter either. What is and what is not gold, and what price glitter, are problems that have plagued us all since the very beginnings of commerce. And it's a problem we face as our second act begins.
What do you mean the statue?
Well, don't you see what he did? He bought $25,000 worth of gold with your money and made a statue of the Virgin.
Oh.
Now, the question is, what do you want to do about it?
Do?
You can let matters stay as they are, or you can decide you want your money back.
So, Monsieur Gaspard, he made a gold statue of the Virgin. I told you he was a man with great holiness.
Well, yes.
So it was not for selfish things, not for women or for drink or the gambling. No, it was for the saints, for devotion. It was the gift of a heart that was pure.
You could look at it that way.
I will have my money back. Let him buy his forgiveness. Let him buy his glory with his own money. Come, we will get the statue.
Yeah, but we can't prove it's yours.
Everyone knows I gave him $25,000.
But we cannot prove that this was how he used it.
Then how can we prove?
We can't. But we don't have to.
We don't have to? They'll give us the statue?
No, they'll sell us the statue. I told you everything will be sold tomorrow at auction. We'll bid for the statue.
But will we get it?
Of course. After all, who would want a little lead statue of the Virgin? I wish I could tell you about that auction. The auctioneer figured what he had could fetch maybe $10. And when he got an opening bid from a stuntman in the corner, he was ready to knock it down. But Madame Thibault stormed into the fray like a ravenous wolf into a chicken coop.
I say $20. So? $25 for a statue like this.
Well, she kept the pot bubbling and finally permitted herself to buy the statue for $50. We hurried out of the quarter to the busy business district and brought the statue to a very exclusive jeweler's shop.
Yes?
This statue...
Yes?
We should like to sell it.
We do not purchase religious statues.
Even when they're made of gold?
Gold?
Pure, solid gold. You weigh it. See if it doesn't add up to at least $25,000.
And what makes you think this statue is gold?
Well, what makes you think it isn't?
Because I know it is lead.
Lead?
Gold painted over lead. See?
Oh, Chuck, put away the knife. It is the Virgin. What are you doing?
You see? It slices almost as easily as butter all the way down.
No.
Then it isn't gold?
My friend, that statement should be engraved in marble.
But you said the statue, it was my gold.
Well, I was quite frankly puzzled myself. What could he have done with the money? I decided to abandon all this hit-and-miss speculation and go about the thing scientifically. So, finally, I located Monsieur Gaspard Morin's lawyer.
But, monsieur, what may I do for you?
Monsieur Pinapass, I'm here about Madame Thibault's $25,000.
Ah, yes. What is to be done? When I had to settle his estate, I discovered his assets just barely cover his liabilities. As far as the sum of $25,000 is concerned, there is no sign of it.
But what could have happened to it?
I'm sure I could not tell you.
Now, Monsieur Pinapass, we had here a man, Gaspard Morin, who seems to have had no vices. Is that true?
Ah, true. And almost no pleasure either.
How could such a man go through $25,000 in less than a month?
Oui, monsieur, it seems to present a difficulty.
I say, cherchez la femme.
Monsieur Gaspard? Oh, my dear sir.
Oh, he held a magnetic attraction for women. Could he have been leading a secret life?
No. His life was an open book.
Exactly my point.
What are you saying?
Suspect any man whose life is an open book.
But, my dear sir, such a man's actions are there for all to read.
Now, you say his life was an open book, but could you swear that it wasn't written in a secret language?
A secret language?
A code, where he used certain words to mean things that only he could understand.
Oh.
He wanted everyone perhaps to think of him as a devout, hard-working person. But
what?
Who knows what smoldered underneath? What dreams, thoughts, desires?
This is the thinking of a novelist, of a writer of stories. This is the stuff of fiction.
As opposed to?
As opposed to the stuff of life. You, sir, are a man of creative fancies. I am an attorney. I deal with the realities.
But it is the reality of life that is interesting and dramatic, not the fancies of fiction.
To even imply that sober, serious, hard-working, devout Gaspard Morin might have been leading a secret life.
Well, why is that so far-fetched?
Why? Because, well, now that you mention it, why indeed? Who is to say he did not lead a life that none of us knew anything about? Who is to say there were no vices?
Well, they don't necessarily have to be vices.
Oh, they do. How are we to know that Gaspard Morin was not the most debauched, depraved...
Oh, well, now, I didn't mean to go that far. Now, you were his attorney. You knew him well.
I was his attorney, but no one knew him well.
Think. Do any names occur to you?
Names?
Try to remember. Before he died, did he speak of anyone new or strange?
Monsieur, I'm not sure I know what you mean.
Did he seem excited in any way?
Excited? Well, no.
A name he might have let drop?
Well, how little we know about the next person.
Monsieur Penepes, I know you're an attorney and that you're not at liberty to discuss privileged information.
Oh, Gaspard. Oh, you old dog.
And it might seem to you that I, a stranger, am taking liberty. But believe me...
What? Why, there. That is the name.
The name?
Oh, you ask for a name he might have uttered before he died. A strange name. A new and unknown name.
Yes?
But you just said it yourself. Liberté.
Liberty?
Miss Liberté.
Miss Liberty?
He was dying, and he motioned for me to bend closer, and he winked at me, and he said, Pinfess, I have left everything in the hands of Miss Liberté. Miss Liberté, I replied. And pray, who is Miss Liberté?
Yeah, well, who is she?
He was about to tell me.
What happened?
Oh, nothing happened. Or from his point of view, everything happened. He died.
Oh.
And so, I am afraid we shall never know who Miss Liberté is.
Well, our course is clear. We have to find this Miss Liberty.
Ah, yes? And when you find her?
Get the money back.
My friend, how? You have no paper, no documents, nothing to prove the money belongs to Madame Thibault? This Miss Liberty, whoever she is, could simply laugh in your face.
Monsieur Penepes, do you know Madame Thibault?
Ah, yes?
Do you think she would have any trouble getting back $25,000 of her own dollars, proof or no proof?
Frankly, no trouble at all.
See, I told you to look for the woman.
Miss Liberty, but who is Miss Liberty?
Well, first we have to find her.
I don't know anyone named Liberty. Miss, Mrs. or Mr. even.
That's the name Mr. Penepes mentioned.
Mr. Penepes. Do you trust Mr. Penepes?
Is there any reason why I shouldn't?
Certainly. He's a lawyer.
I mean, any good reason?
I have just given you the best.
I inquired about Mr. Penepes.
And?
And he's very well thought of.
By whom?
By other lawyers.
Oh, these birds flock together.
He's an honest man.
Another way of saying he has never been caught doing anything crooked.
Now, Madame Ottilie, why would he lie?
Who is to say that he, your Monsieur Penepes, didn't steal the money?
It is still my theory there's a woman mixed up in it.
But why?
Well, because it's a rule.
Huh? What kind of rule?
It's one of the 2 standard rules in a mystery, and this is a mystery, isn't it? Of course.
What 2 rules are you talking about?
Well, the first rule is the butler did it.
Huh? The butler?
And the second is Cherchez La Femme.
I don't understand.
Now, these are the rules that have been passed down to us by all the great writers of mysteries. Now, are you going to stand there and say it isn't so?
But there is no butler. Do I have a butler? Did Monsieur Morin have a butler?
No.
Do you have a butler? Does Monsieur Pinipes have a butler?
No.
Then there is no butler and no rule.
True. Which is why we are left with rule number 2. Cherchez La Femme. And we have a clue. Miss Liberty.
But I ask you again and again, who is this Miss Liberty?
I'm sure that when we find her, we will have found your $25,000.
Miss Liberty, eh?
Now, Madame Audley, you know everybody in the quarter.
Oh, yes, but...
Now, surely somewhere, sometime, you came across the name Miss Liberty.
Miss Liberty? Never.
No. Don't close your mind. Think. Just think. And say Miss Liberty. Where have I heard that name? Now, go ahead, say it.
Miss Liberty. Where have I heard that name?
Say it again.
Miss Liberty. Where have I heard that name? Why, what name is this we are trying to find? Miss Liberty?
Does it mean anything at all to you?
Miss Liberty, sure. Now I remember. Now I know. Miss Liberty, of course.
Maybe this isn't the time you would pick to lower the curtain on the ending of an act, but we, on the other hand, want to make sure that you stay fresh and keyed up for our messages. So, Act 3 in just a few minutes. Cherchez la femme. Look for the woman. This seems to have been the path we've been traveling ever since we began our story. It's women, after all, who make the world go round. And it's a certainty. We can tell you right now who is making our story go round and round. And where we shall stop, only she knows at this time.
Madame Audley, you know who Miss Liberty is?
Of course. I have heard the name.
Where?
Here, in this place. Men talk of her.
Oh, now we're getting somewhere. Who is she? Who is Madame Liberty?
She is a horse.
A horse?
You see, the men come in here to drink, to get away from their wives, to gamble, and to talk about horses.
She's a horse? But
and they all speak of this Miss Liberty. She runs at the racetrack.
A racehorse? Can it be? Did he bet on Miss Liberty at the racetrack?
Did he?
If he did, then your money is surely gone. That's the end of it.
Oh, no. I will not believe he gambled on a horse.
It was now a time of delicate negotiations. When one loses money betting on a horse, one must lose it to somebody. A definite, actual somebody. And these gentlemen are all members of a close fraternity, tight-lipped, given more to listening than speaking.
Miss Liberty? You want to bet on Miss Liberty?
No, I don't want to bet on Miss Liberty.
Good, you ain't gonna die poor.
Well, I'm asking because of a gentleman named Gaspard Morin.
Yeah?
Now, it's important for me to know if he lost a considerable sum of money betting on Miss Liberty.
Ooh, anybody who bet on that ice-cold mama would have lost a lot of money.
$25,000.
Ooh, now that's a nice round sum. He didn't lose it with me.
Well, could you ascertain if he lost it with any of your associates?
Why?
Well, I'm a curious person.
Is that a fact? I understand you write stories.
Yes.
Would you put me in a story?
You're in this one already.
Gumbo Charlie. Make sure you got the name. And my customers can always find me sitting in One-Eye Philibek's fish parlor.
Now that I've published his advertisement, I have to tell you that a day later, Mr. Gumbo Charlie came by to see me.
Scratch Miss Liberty.
Oh?
This Gaspard Morin, why, he never bet so much as a wooden nickel on a horse in his life.
You sure? Well, thank you, Gumbo.
You might also tell my customers I can be found Sundays at One-Arm Arthur's Chowder House.
One-Eye Philibek, one-arm Arthur. What kind of people are these?
Careless.
Well, that idea fizzled out, too. But I kept remembering Monsieur Pinnipes's statement.
Monsieur Morin said to me, I left everything in the hands of Miss Liberty.
Those were his exact words?
Ah, but yes, I am a lawyer. The exact words are of crucial importance.
So it couldn't have been a racehorse. A racehorse named Miss Liberty, because a horse has no hand.
That is correct.
And he winked, you said?
Oh, yes.
Which meant he must have been happy.
As happy as a man can be on his deathbed.
So he thought he had found an ideal solution, Miss Liberty. Who could Miss Liberty be? That was the first time you ever heard him mention that name?
The very first.
Miss Liberty.
The hands of Miss Liberty.
Is it possible? Can it be possible?
Can what be possible?
No. It's too... It's beyond the realm of...
Of what?
Who is Miss Liberty?
Well, we have already established she is a racehorse.
Miss Liberty. Now, please, Monsieur Pinnipes, think.
Of what?
Think of New York.
Why should I think of New York?
Of New York Harbor. Miss Liberty. The great statue.
A statue?
The Statue of Liberty. It is called Miss Liberty.
Oh, is that a fact?
It's been standing there since 1886.
And why was I not informed?
And it was presented to the people of America by the people of France.
Ah, for what reason? Frenchmen do not normally give things away.
As a gesture of friendship. To commemorate the 100th anniversary of our independence in 1876. And it took 10 years before it could.
10 years, huh?
Well, it's a large statue, the largest in the world. It's 151 feet high. It weighs 225 tons.
The entire affair sounds somewhat suspicious to me.
But, Monsieur Pinnipes, you yourself said Morin told you he had left everything in the hands of Miss Liberty. Now, that's true, isn't it?
Well, yes.
Well, Miss Liberty stands high above New York Harbor, and I suppose we shall just have to look at her hands. What can I do? I'm the prisoner of a logical mind. A man is entrusted with a sum of money. On his deathbed, he says he left it in the hands of Miss Liberty. Miss Liberty is the famous statue in the harbor of New York. Well, like it or not, reasonable or not, the clue had to be followed to its logical or illogical conclusion. I boarded a train to New York City. I discovered that the statue was in the custody of the War Department. Through a friend of a friend who had a friend, I was introduced to Colonel Ramrod.
Look at the statue's hands.
Well, sir,
You realize that her hands are some 300 feet above the water.
Yes, sir,
Is it necessary that you look at her hands?
Absolutely necessary, sir.
May I ask if there's a reason?
Well, I'm trying to recover Madame Thibault's $25,000.
Oh, you've mentioned two good reasons. A woman and money.
On his deathbed, he said he had left everything in the hands of Miss Liberty.
Well, how do you get up there to do it?
I wouldn't be able to answer that, Colonel.
You look a bit old to climb up and out onto her hands.
Well, I'm not quite as old as I look.
Yes, I'm allowing for that. And you appear somewhat portly.
I have to follow this clue to its logical conclusion.
The Army likes to cooperate with the citizenry. We can have you swung up and out there with block and tackle.
I'll tell you why I did it. True, I wanted to help Madame Thibault, and I told myself that the bouillabaisse was more than worth any risk or hardship. Yes, that's what I told myself, but the truth, you see, the realists were coming to the fore in literature. De Maupassant and that crowd. And I wanted to show everyone that old William Sidney Porter could be as real as any of them. After all, who else would hang suspended 300 feet above the cold water of New York Harbor as he carefully scrutinized the hands of the Statue of Liberty? And what did I find? Exactly what I had expected to find. Nothing. But the game had to be played till the final out in the last inning. And so I returned to New Orleans, sick at heart, weary in spirit, and hungry for a supper of bouillabaisse that I knew I would never get to eat. I made my way to Madame Ottilie Thibault's cafe. Now, Madame Ottilie, think. We try to think, did Monsieur Morin ever say anything at all about what he would do with the money?
Oh, he said this and he said that, and I couldn't understand one word.
Well, there's a woman in this thing somewhere, but I can't find her.
Oh, you mustn't bother your head anymore. The money, it comes and goes. And listen, because you have been one good friend, I have a surprise. You come back with me.
Where?
To the kitchen. Where else? Come, I have a surprise.
Well, it wasn't a surprise long. Halfway to the kitchen, the most heavenly odor filled the hallway. It was the bouillabaisse. Oh, that bouillabaisse. I sat down at the kitchen table, eager, expectant, hungry.
You work hard. You deserve reward. Now, you will eat bouillabaisse as much and as often.
Madame Ottilie, what can I say? What could anyone say in the presence of such divine bouillabaisse? Nothing. All one could do was eat. Eat and eat until one was ready to burst. And then rest. To ready oneself for a second onslaught. Well, during this brief respite, I let my eyes wander about Madame's kitchen. In the dusky twilight, it was flecked with gleams of polished fine woods and burnished glass and metal, which she loved so much. The walls were covered with lithographs in garish colors, advertising posters, theater bills, birthday cards, everything calculated to stun the optic nerve into complete submission. Then, in the midst of it, some squares with a gold border and a picture. A picture. Was it possible? A picture of liberty. Liberty. The same liberty that was on the money in my pocket. Beautiful, standing Miss Liberty. I looked again, and I couldn't believe what I saw pasted up on that wall. Madame, since when are you in the habit of papering your walls with $5,000 United States bonds?
Bonds?
Look on the wall. $5,000 bonds with coupons attached. Well, here's your money.
Oh, but that is not money. Those are just pretty pieces of paper.
Madame.
Monsieur Morin, he gave me these pretty pieces of paper after he said he would invest the money I gave him.
Well, didn't he explain what these were?
All I know is I gave him money, and he gave me these little pieces of paper with that woman's picture in it.
Yeah, but this is also money.
Well, how could it be money? Money has a man's picture on it, not a woman's.
Madam, now listen to me. Do you know a good paper hanger?
Of course.
Well, get him to peel these off very carefully.
Oh, but they hide a hole in the wall.
With these bonds, you can buy a new wall, a new house.
With these pieces of paper? With the woman's picture in it?
That's what he meant when he said it was in the hands of Miss Liberty.
Oh.
Madame, when in doubt, Cherchez La Femme.
Yes,
Cherchez La Femme. Look for the woman. Always look for the woman. For, as a philosopher once said, without a woman, what enterprise could possibly be worth the trouble? In addition to looking for the woman, look for me, for I shall return in a few minutes. Madame Ottilie Thibault used the $25,000 in U.S. bonds to cover a bad spot on her walls. And there they were, pretty to look at, decorative, useful. You may say that's rather expensive for a wall covering, but can you think of many people who spent $25,000 on projects that brought them far less satisfaction, pleasure, and use? Our cast included Robert Dryden, Bryna Rayburn, Ian Martin, and Bill Griffiths. The entire production was under the direction of Hyman Brown. This is E.G. Marshall inviting you to return to our Mystery Theater for another adventure in the macabre. Until next time, pleasant dreams. The CBS Radio Mystery Theater presents... Come in. Welcome. I'm E.G. Marshall. Welcome to the sound of suspense, to the fear you can hear. This time around, we're involved in the supernatural. Any dictionary will give you several definitions. Supernatural, above and beyond the natural order of events, of or related to ghosts. Behavior caused by the intervention or by the action of a god on earthly affairs. Choose your own definition for this tale we're about to relate. Our mystery drama, Here Goes the Bride, was written especially for the Mystery Theater by Ian Martin and stars Ruby Dee and Michael Wager. The supernatural doesn't always have to presuppose something totally beyond this earth. There are those among us who hover somewhere between earth and sky. The stars who light up our theater marquees or movie screens. All the human beings who have become, by extension, a little larger than life. This is the shocking tale about two of those.
Richard.
Yes, Jenny?
It's such a lovely day. Can't we put the top down?
Well, I don't want to take a chance on being recognized.
Nobody will recognize me.
Just do as I say, please. Oh, sorry to make you do the driving, darling, but that's why I had Juan leave my sister Letha's car in Monterey. The damn snoop should know by now not to pay any attention to it.
Does your sister look like me, Richard?
Enough from a distance. Same colored hair. But not really. He's attractive enough, I suppose. No, actually, she is very plain, and you...
Yes.
You're the most beautiful woman I've ever known.
And I thought you only married me for my money.
Look, don't say that.
But, darling, I was only joking. Did you really mean what you said about me?
Every word.
But she was so beautiful. How could you...
April was April. She isn't in my world or anyone else's anymore. She's dead.
I'm sorry, darling. I shouldn't have brought her up. Oh, we're here already. So, I'm about to see Richard Morgan's Folly at last.
Don't let the wall spoil it for you.
Ooh, but it's like a fortress, barbed wire, broken glass. And the gate looks as though you borrowed it from the Bastille. Does it all have to be so high?
The price of privacy. What little we could ever get. The fans considered April and myself public property. But we could forget that once we're inside. From there, looking out, you can't even see the walls. Open the gate.
I don't think I could even budget it if I knew how.
Not manually. You see the little box on the visor? It's an electric gizmo. Just press the button on it.
It's a magic castle.
Enter, Your Majesty, and long live the Queen. Pull over to the gatehouse. Stop a minute.
Well, what are those, the hounds of the Baskervilles?
They are our guardian angels. They patrol the grounds at night. Juan, amigo. ¿Qué pasa con los perros?
They know you are back in casa, mi patron. They will not be tranquil till they see you for themselves. Bienvenida en casa, Señor Morgan.
Muchas gracias, viejo amigo. Darling, this is Juan, el señor Aguilar. Juan, permíteme presentarte tu nueva señora, mi esposa.
Señora Morgan.
Juan, put the top down for the señora. I'll get the dogs quiet.
Oh, it's good to get some fresh air. Well, my husband didn't have any trouble quieting down the dogs. They're not really as savage as they sound. Are they one?
They are trained to kill, Senora. Anyone who does not belong here?
Oh, goodness. I hope they get to know me soon, then.
If they learn to know you belong, you have nothing to fear.
You've been here a long time?
Since the house was first built.
Then you were here from the beginning with Richard's first wife, April.
Si.
A terrible tragedy for all of you. You must have loved her.
She was la señora de la casa.
I hope you won't blame me for trying to take her place.
There is no one to take her place.
Conchita?
Si, señorita.
Here in the hall.
Yes, señorita Morgan. You didn't take her portrait down.
La señora? April? That is her place.
I don't think my brother is going to agree with you. He is bringing home a new bride, you know.
I know.
Didn't he suggest it might be a sensible idea to clear away all the portraits and memories of April from around the house?
The portrait here in the hall is painted on plaster. It cannot be removed, any more than her memory can be removed. So it stays. This is her place. No one can take it.
A fresco. Funny, I never realized that. Because it's framed, I suppose.
It was El Patron's idea for the wedding present. His way of saying, here is my love, which will never die, as it will never die for any of us.
Except for my brother Richard.
Maybe he thinks so, maybe not. But once he returns again, I think he will know there is only one, La Señora.
Now you're really going to see what Bon Repos is all about. I'm going to drive slow so you can drink it in. Look.
Oh, it's breathtaking.
That's Bon Repos.
Not only the house, but the cliffs. And that wild leap off into the Pacific and all the way to the horizon. Oh, I love it.
I hope you'll be able to.
But I do already. Except...
Except what?
Well, the rest of it is all so vast that suddenly the house seems small. Now, the closer we get, I realize how huge it is.
Well, it's rambling. Started from small beginnings and then just kept on growing.
Looking at that main house, it wasn't all that small.
Well, for its day it was. Big families then. All that's left of mine I see clustered on the porch. My sister.
And the lady with her?
That's our housekeeper, Conchita Aguilar. She's Juan's wife.
I have no one, but at least you have a sister. It makes me feel a lot less like an orphan. And the house is so lovely. I hope I've come home.
I told you when we came back to America that would be your decision. Jenny, for many reasons it's not going to be an easy one. But just give it a chance.
I'll welcome it, Richard. If only it will welcome me.
We flew straight from Japan to San Francisco. Then drove down to Monterey to pick up the car.
Well, it's so good to see you. Your bride is lovely. But you could have let us know about the wedding.
Lisa, I wanted to keep it private, so we just sneaked off.
More coffee, Jenny? Richard?
No, I think I'll have some brandy. How about you girls?
Not for me.
Yeah, I pass.
Oh, it's a magnificent night. There's going to be a full moon. Damn dogs are all stirred up again. Jenny?
Yes, Richard?
Want to walk down with me and start making friends with them?
Well, I'm a little tired tonight. I bet I'd make a better dog pal by daylight. Well, why don't you go ahead while I go up and get ready for bed? Well, you're the one they're calling for anyway.
I've missed them. And it's nice to have been missed. Would you mind? I won't be over a half hour.
I'll be waiting for you when you get back.
I'll close the French windows. Don't forget to lock them, Lisa.
No, leave them open. The breeze is wonderful.
I'll see they get closed, Richie. I've been taking care of that for the last year.
Take care of my bride, too, Lisa. Good night to you, Lisa. I'll see you later, Jenny.
Well, a very sexy goodbye.
Your brother is a very sexy man. Or hadn't you noticed?
Well, why should I be the only woman in the Northern Hemisphere to have it escape me?
Oh, Lisa. It's what makes my blood run cold sometimes. That and April.
She can scarcely run you much competition anymore.
Because she's dead.
She is?
Oh, not really. In so many ways, I'm terribly naive growing up in Japan, knowing so little of my native country. I was always aware that Richard Morgan was a star. After all, he was in Japan to make a movie. And I knew he'd been married for many years to April Sanders. It was only after I'd married Richard and come back to America that I began to realize I'd married into royalty. Not only that, but I'd rushed blindly into marrying the king without seeing that the Queen is not dead.
Oh, Jenny, don't be silly. The Queen is very dead.
Not in most people's memories. How did it happen, Lisa? How could that vibrant, overwhelmingly wonderful woman have met her death?
Want to take a little walk, Jenny?
I could use some air. Which way do we go?
Oh, towards the sea. There's enough moonlight to light the way. Are you cold?
Lord, no. I welcome the breeze. Well, where are you taking me?
To the end of the world.
What?
Well, where April ended hers. You wanted to know how it happened, didn't you?
I think I've gone far enough, Lisa.
Only a few steps.
What is this path? I mean, somebody cut it out of solid rock.
It's called the 7 Steps to Heaven. More like 70. Richard had them cut for April on their 7th anniversary. You'll see why now as we come out on the ledge. Oh, it's windier tonight than I thought. Most days it's calm up here. The sun pours down. You can lie out here on the ledge with the sea 400 feet below and drench in the sun as though you were the only person in the world. April treated this as a shrine. She was an inveterate sun worshiper.
But it's sheer heaven, bathed in moonlight.
If you look up.
Well, I can't see too much of the shadows looking down.
The rocks are as jagged as teeth. 400 feet straight down. This is right where she fell. Spread-eagled on the rocks, broken and mangled. but speared by the sharp edges so even the restless sea couldn't wash her away.
Oh, my God, Lisa. How could she have gone close enough to fall?
She didn't fall.
But the paper
That's
said she...
the story that was given out. Conchita believes it. Richie claims he does. Others are not so sure. Come on, this place gives me the heebie-jeebies. Let's get back to the house before Richie sets those damn dogs loose.
Oh, excuse me, I was just turning down the bed.
Which I'm sure you're quite ready to roll into, Jenny. Good night, dear. Welcome home, such as it is.
Good night, Lisa.
See you whenever. Don't feel there's anything to get up for.
Will there be anything else, madame?
No, thanks, Conchita.
Then I will say buenas noches, madame.
Wait a minute.
Si, madame.
Madam is not a Spanish word. Why do you call me that?
What would you have me call you?
Well, since I am Richard's wife, shouldn't it be senora?
In this house, there was only one senora.
But she's dead.
Jamás en el corazón. Never in the heart. For anyone who knew her. Buenas noches, madame.
Richard? Richard, are you awake?
Huh?
It's her. It's April. Oh, my God. Stay away. Stay away. Richard, wake up.
What?
Help me.
What's happened?
Help me.
Jenny, what is it?
Listen. Don't you hear?
Hear what? There's nothing.
But there was...
What is it, darling? You look as though you'd seen a ghost.
Not seen. I heard. It was her. April, your wife.
Be quiet! You're my wife. April is dead.
But she still doesn't want me here. Nobody does.
Not a very auspicious housewarming for poor Jenny at Bon Repos. Bon Repos. A reasonable translation of the French is sweet dreams. But there will be few sweet dreams for Jenny, at least this night. As for others, we'll find out when we return shortly with Act Two. By the fresh light of a clear morning, with the wind stilled and the sunlight flooding all the dark corners, Bon Repos is a little more worthy of its name. But Richard Morgan is having a difficult time selling that to his still shaken bride.
Let a little light in. You'll feel better, Jenny.
No, Richard. I'm still not over last night. Who was it?
Darling, it wasn't anybody.
You still say you didn't hear it, that awful sobbing?
It was nothing but the wind. Sometimes it sighs and moans all around the house, and you'd swear it was a human voice. But look. Not a whisper this morning. Even the ocean's like glass. Today you'll understand why I love this house so much.
Richard, come here. Beside me on the bed.
All right, darling.
I know you love Bon Repos, but...
But what?
Richard, please, I don't want to live here.
Why not?
Darling, try to understand. I don't feel I belong here. I know Juan and Conchita seem to resent me.
Have they said anything?
No, not in so many words. It's just a feeling I get. I'm not wanted.
That isn't true.
Richard, don't you see? It's her house. It was her family's house to begin with. She's here still. She'll never leave it. She'll haunt me every minute I'm in it. Please, take me away from here.
All right. If that's what you want, I'll sell the damn place, tear it apart stone by stone.
Richard.
Oh, Oh, Jenny, my darling, look, it's just the time lag, the long flight from Japan. Days and nights turned upside down. I'm going to have Conchita bring us a breakfast up to the room. We'll have it out on the veranda. Give you a chance to get a good look at Juan's landscaping, all that riot of color, bougainvillea, poinsettia, camellia against the green. Maybe that'll change your mind about poor old Bon Repos.
Darling, I know how much you love it, but...
Oh, come on, Jenny. Give it a chance. A few more days, a week. Give it a chance to cast its own peculiar spell.
All right, darling. Go get us some breakfast. I'll wash up and brush my teeth and get rid of some cobwebs while you're gone.
Jenny,
Yes?
I love you, Mrs. Morgan.
That's who I am, and I love you, my husband.
Conchita.
Si, patron.
Come over here in the alcove. What the hell happened last night?
I couldn't help it. She woke up, started to scream, and then to sob. You heard?
The whole house must have heard. Why didn't you stop her?
I did as soon as I could.
You know I don't want my wife to know about her being here.
I know.
Then keep her quiet. You've got sedatives. That's your job. And I want my new wife made welcome.
That is not my job.
Then I'll find someone else for it.
You would drive Juan and me from this house.
We'll talk about this later. For now, bring breakfast to the veranda for the senor and me.
Si, senor.
Where's my sister?
In her room, I think.
Muy bien.
Come in. It's open. Richard, I didn't expect to see you this morning.
Why not?
Well, after all, brother mine, a new bridegroom.
I'm an old bridegroom by now.
Yes, maybe she is a touch young for you.
Damn you, I didn't mean that.
I didn't mean what I said either. I was only teasing you. She's a lovely girl. She's sunny and free and unspoiled.
And I want to keep her that way. What the devil am I going to do about her? Upstairs there, you heard her last night.
Well, you know my feelings on the subject. Get rid of her. For good.
I can't. After all, it's partly her house. God, why won't she die?
It would be a neat solution to it all, wouldn't it? But it seems she just won't. I'm afraid you're stuck with her as long as your conscience holds you back.
Please, for God's sake, don't tell Jenny about her.
Just how long do you think you can keep her secret?
Oh, I don't know. All I need is a few days, a week. By then, one way or another, it won't matter.
Are you going to start country hopping again, or are you going to stay home and make some nice, solid American movies?
Well, that depends on my negotiations the next week or 10 days.
Jenny, you're not eating your steak. Want it on the fire a little more?
No, thanks. I really ate too much of that wonderful salad. I don't think I could eat another thing.
Conchita?
Si, senor.
I think you can clear the table. You want dessert, dear?
I don't think so. Lisa, please forgive me, but I'm so full of sand, sea, air, and scouting the property that I'm really bushed. Would you excuse me?
Of course, Jenny. Get a good sleep.
I'll see you upstairs, darling. Shall I have Conchita bring us some coffee?
Oh, no. I just want to sleep and make up for the last few days. You don't have to come up.
Try and keep me away. Good night, Lisa.
Night.
See you tomorrow. I feel like such a party pooper.
Lisa, forgive us. I'm bushed myself. Darling, you're positively weaving.
But I feel a little high or low or something.
Oh, here, how about my arm for support?
I'd love it.
No good?
No, fine. I was just... She was so lovely, Richard.
Huh? Oh. April, the fresco. That damn thing, I wish I'd never dreamed it up. I promise you it'll be removed or covered or something.
Oh, no, darling, it's too lovely to destroy. Besides, no matter what you do or anyone tries to do, the memory of April Sanders in our time can never be wiped out or erased. It's something we both have to live with.
She was like Jean Harlow, Marilyn Monroe, Elizabeth Taylor. She belonged to the public.
But you had her painted to endure forever.
But are you sure the dog was poisoned?
That's enough, you two. Silencio!
What was all that arguing about?
Nothing. Trouble with one of the dogs. Come on, Jenny. Let's have some morning coffee and juice and get back to normalcy.
Well, what's the matter with the dog?
Here's your juice. Oh, it's what I've been trying to steel myself to weed out. He's a maverick, or was.
What do you mean?
Well, some dogs take to training, some don't. This one, well, just never did. He was unpredictable and a natural-born scavenger. He picked up something from the garbage with a botulism, I guess. Anyway, he died this morning.
But what could a dog...
Now, look, don't take on about it. I'm going down to bring up some eggs and bacon. Why don't you set the table for us on the veranda?
Of course, darling. The steak. I didn't eat. Is that what poisoned him? Oh, God, help me to know what to do. I love my husband, but every instinct in me tells me to run for my life.
Yep, sure, JB. No, I don't like it, but if it's the only way, I'll be there. Yes, right away. No, I'll drive down. It's almost dark already, so I'm not taking much of a chance. What? Well, yes, thanks, yes. I'll stay with you overnight and come right back.
You're going to Los Angeles?
Just overnight, darling.
Well, take me with you.
Oh, Jenny, I can't. This is all strictly business.
And I stay here alone?
Well, not alone. Lisa's with you.
Oh, thank God for that.
You have nothing to worry about.
Of course I haven't. Go, do what you have to do and come back to me safe.
And you stay safe for me to come back to.
Well, wouldn't you know, the moment my brother cuts out, the local electricity has to fail. Here's your candle, Jenny. Want me to come in with you?
No, I'm fine.
Oh, there are plenty of others in the candelabra. They can burn all night.
I won't need them. That good night drink we had has curdled my brain.
No, me too. I don't know about you, but I'm sailing. Maybe there was something in Conchita's Arroz con Pollo, but I'm positively lightheaded.
Well, whatever it was, thank God for small favors. I'll sleep sound tonight. If I can just find the bed. Whew, I'm really high as a kite. And no reason for it. Whatever it is, don't let Conchita see me like this. See me to bed, Lisa. No. They don't want me here. Someone, something. But who? Conchita, Juan, Richard. No, please, not Richard. But April is still in his mind. April. No, I don't believe ghosts. I won't. No. Who's there? Who's there?
Why don't you go away? You don't belong here. Foolish girl, go away.
April, you're not dead. You're not.
Moving towards the bed was the dead woman, April Morgan. But what a travesty of that beautiful woman. A face gaunt and haggard. The eyes staring blankly from the desiccated skin. A hellish ghoul raised from the year-old grave. No wonder Jenny mercifully passed out. We'll return shortly with Act 3. The the spectral figure that hovers over Jenny, motionless under the covers, stands as still as the girl lies in the bed. Is her presence as malign as Jenny deems it to be, or as benign as it seems to be?
Hush, child, hush. I mean you no harm.
But you are her. How you must hate me.
Her?
April. His wife.
Oh, no. No, I'm not April. April is dead. She died, you know.
I thought I did. Then who?
I'm her mother. April was my daughter.
You live here?
Yes. Up there.
Then you're the one I heard the other night, sobbing.
Was I? Oh, perhaps I was. I'm very sad, you know.
Because your daughter died.
Because my daughter was killed.
Killed?
What did April have to die for? She had everything to live for. She'd never commit suicide.
But it was an accident, wasn't it?
Oh, April was as graceful as a fawn. She was a dancer, you know. She had an incredible sense of balance. She could never have lost it.
Are you suggesting she was pushed?
Why do you think I'm locked up there in my room on the 3rd floor with Conchita as my jailer?
The housekeeper.
Oh, Conchita is a practical nurse. And I am a prisoner, half the time under sedation, living in limbo, the shut-in to end all shut-ins.
But why?
To keep me from crying it to the skies. To keep the truth buried like me and my daughter. Except that I am on the 3rd floor and April is 6 feet deep. Oh, he was jealous of her. He couldn't stand the fact that she was the talent. She held it all together. She made the legends. And when the truth was coming out that he meant nothing, that she was the star, he had to drag her out of the skies, destroy her, kill her.
Who?
Your new husband, Richard Morgan. That's why I came to warn you. Oh, get out while you can.
Senora, are you all right?
What is it he wants to take from you?
Senora Morgan, open the door.
I'm coming, Juan. What do you want?
Are you rich?
Yes.
Are you coming, senora?
Then run like the wind. He will kill you. Just as he did April.
Are you all right, Jenny? Are you all right?
I'll do. The lights are on again.
Yes.
What happened to April's mother?
Juan has taken her back to her room. She's mad, you know. She's quite mad.
She accused Richard of killing April.
It's her obsession. She should be institutionalized, but Richie, well, he could never hurt a fly.
But I don't understand why. Now what?
Headlights coming up the drive. Must be Richie. I better go down and let him in.
For God's sake, don't be terrified of me, Jenny.
Well, I don't mean to be. I don't know what's the matter with me.
No, look, April's mother must have shaken you.
Well, why would you have kept it a secret?
Look, I'm exhausted, and you're tired. Must we go through it tonight?
I don't think we can go through any other night if we don't.
Okay. It all has to do with, living a legend. April was a star, a sex symbol developed by the studios. I was a stage actor with a gift of reasonable looks and an unusual voice. Separately, we had great success. But together, when we did get together, and particularly after our marriage, we became something not only wildly larger than life, but larger than even just plain stardom. Our own lives disappeared, replaced by a storybook romance that our careers had to conform to, despite the fact that we had learned, not to hate each other, but that We had no love left.
You didn't love April?
Jenny, I couldn't stand her. She was selfish, avaricious, demanding, petty, an impossible woman.
So you got rid of her?
You don't believe that.
No. Oh, no, Richard.
But how did April really die?
I wasn't asking
No,
that.
you don't have to. Half the world has speculated on that. Her mother thought I killed her. Still think so. Conchita and Juan know it was an accident. Lisa? Lisa has her own theory. Something to do with April's star complex and the wild winds that sometimes blow across the headlands.
And you?
I think she committed suicide. Buenos días, Conchita.
Buenos días, señor.
You can serve breakfast for all of us, and... Where's Juan?
In the south garden.
Will you tell my wife when she comes down where I am?
Sí, señor. Patron,
Yes?
will you close up the house?
If I'm going to save my new marriage, I think I must. I'm not going to argue the facts. But it's quite clear that Jenny doesn't fit here.
I'll have some juice and coffee, Conchita.
Sí, señorita.
Oh, and for Senora Morgan, too?
Sí, señorita.
Morning, Jenny.
Good morning, Lisa.
Oh, heavenly day. Breakfast is on the way.
Where's Richard?
Oh, off on the grounds somewhere. Want to go look for him?
I would like to get some air.
Well, then let's go. Did you, finally get some sleep?
Yes.
Well, with the new day, if you're smart, you'll make up your mind to get out of here and have Richard all to yourself.
But what will you and Conchita and Juan and Mrs... Isn't that terrible? I don't even know April's mother's name. Oh, what will all of you do?
Oh, life goes on. We'll manage and adjust. We might even be able to do it here in time.
Oh, no, Lisa, I never could. This isn't my place. It's April's.
It wasn't hers either.
But I thought it was originally her family's. That's why her mother is still...
It was a run-down, no-account mess. The stucco peeling, the plumbing, antediluvian, the gardens, a shamble. Richie cured all that. He's marvelous with his hands, and his imagination knows no bounds. He made Bon Repos what it is. It's all his.
I can appreciate that, Lisa, and I know how beautiful it is, but it's dark and sinister to me. Nothing will ever change that. I remember that first evening when you took me to Seventh Heaven.
Yes?
That was the mark of what was wrong here. Such free, wild beauty, but somehow it was evil and destructive.
Oh, Jenny, that's not fair. You went by moonlight. You knew a tragedy had occurred there, but Seventh Heaven is just what its name implies. Especially on a day like today, with no wind and the sun riding high. Come on. Let me show you.
No, thanks.
Jenny, you hold a lot of fates in your hand. Among them mine. I don't want to leave here. Give me a chance to show you. Cobwebs cleared away. It's not such a bad place to live.
Conchita,
Sí, señor.
where's the señorita?
They went out in the garden towards the water.
They?
Your sister and your wife.
Didn't they know breakfast was ready?
I think, but the Senorita Morgan seemed to want to take the Senora to the water. I should not say this, but I have a sensation you should go quickly after them.
I really don't know why you insisted on me coming up here. I won't change my mind, Lisa.
Even now, looking out here at that incredible view?
I told you, I didn't like height.
You know, Jenny, you're a little person with no stature.
Well, I wouldn't quite agree.
Like April, really, for all her cheap beauty. She just couldn't measure up. and I had to sit by and take the fact that she had cheated and stolen Richie away from me.
What?
My brother? Oh, does that shock you? I've loved Richie longer and deeper than all of you. How much have I gotten in return? Do you have any notion how I hated that smug, superior, super-adulated April? Would you be very surprised to find out that she didn't fall or stumble or take her life when she blew off here into eternity? She was hastened, Jenny, pushed, shoved by me, just as you're going to be.
Why? Even allowing for what you confess. How can you hate me?
Because you are far worse than April. He really didn't love her. They were a team. He was trapped. He had to stick with her. But you... No, you're different.
Because he loves me?
Because with you, there's no chance for me. There's no chance at all.
How could there ever be?
I don't have to share his bed, only his life. I could have been the one to care for him, to console him, to love him. Love him, damn you! It'll never be you. Never anyone.
Lisa, wait. Be reasonable.
You can't stand against me any more than April could. You are going over. Down the rock. Look, put that glass break down. It's a marvelous weapon. Hang on to it if you want to. Take it with you, but you're going.
Jenny, you up there?
Yes, too late. Hurry. If I cannot have you, nobody can.
Oh, for God's sake, Lisa, what are you doing? Give me that.
No! Oh, my God! What can I say?
Nothing.
But your sister.
I loved my sister either more or less than my first wife. I can't mourn either one of them. Jenny, it's too important to celebrate you. It'll take some time to straighten out my affairs, but once we do, you and I are going to enjoy our private life.
You'll still be public property.
No. My new deal as a director. I'll never act again.
Not even for me?
For you. For you, I'll be whatever you desire. This affair is finally beginning. It will end only the same way. Finally. Which is forever.
I love you forever.
That's what I just said.
The walls still stand about Bon Repos, but the barbed wire and broken glass are gone from the parapets. The gates stand invitingly open, and the dogs are gone. In the bright sunshine, the dark memories, too, are fading, and the clean winds from the sea have washed away the cobwebs. Once again, the old house lives up to its name. I'll be back shortly. So again, we return full circle to our definition of the supernatural as it applies to tonight's tale. Of or related to ghosts. Behavior caused by the intervention or by the action of a god on earthly affairs. Well, April Sanders was both ghost and, by our modern standards, goddess. But her reign is over, and so is our up-to-date fable of Richard and Jenny. Our cast included Ruby Dee, Michael Wager, Terry Keane, Bryna Rayburn, and Ian Martin. The entire production was under the direction of Hyman Brown. This is E.G. Marshall inviting you to return to our Mystery Theater for another adventure in the macabre. Until next time, pleasant dreams.
And now, Mystery Theater.
Come in. Welcome. I'm E.G. Marshall. Hell has been described in gruesome, grisly, and garish detail by philosophers, poets, and painters. However, they are not the only ones who have had a vision of the underworld. Hell is an open book to all who choose to turn its pages, a coloring book that you may fill in yourself. And so many people have designed their own private hell, filled with their very own private devils and demons. And many people have discovered that you don't have to die in order to live there, although it helps. Our mystery drama, The Other Life, was written especially for the Mystery Theater by Sam Dan and stars Mercedes McCambridge. Look out for the quiet people, for the ones who are modest in manner, unassuming and self-effacing, and who leave no more trail than a fish in the water. Such a one is our heroine, Della McKellar, or Mrs. Frederick T. McKellar, as she is known legally. At this moment, she's at the airport cab stand.
What so, lady?
1221 Torrens.
1221 Torrens. We are off.
And where do you think I'm coming from? I see by your posted license your name is Bernard Weissman, number 32272642. Bernard, huh? I can also see by the tilt of your head that you're giving me the once-over in your rear-view mirror. Well, Bernard, I'll wager I know exactly how you are sizing me up.
This is a married broad. Age? I can't give her much less than 35. Looks? Come see, come ça. What we got here is a respectable, quiet, mousy, middle-class dame.
And I can tell you've written me off, because you're not eyeing me in the mirror anymore. Oh, how little we know, Bernard. How little we know. I am in your cab because of a chain of events. A chain that led me into your cab and will lead me beyond it. It began one evening. Let's call it that evening. Fred?
Yes, Della. Oh, darling, I'm in a pressure cooker again.
Why? What is it this time?
A report. I have to do a report, a complete report.
Tonight?
If I don't take time out for sleep, I'll just manage to have it ready for the Senate Finance Committee by morning.
Oh, but Fred...
I'm going right into the den. I have to start immediately.
But dinner
Oh,
is...
be a sweetheart. Bring something on a tray. A sandwich. Anything. I don't care. I'll just need plenty of black coffee.
Fred, stop. Stop. Don't take another step.
Darling, what's wrong?
I want you to look.
At what?
Look at me.
Look at you?
Yes. What do you see?
Well...
Oh, Fred, sit down.
But I told you, I
know. You have a report. I also have a report, Fred. Which is if you don't sit down this minute, I'm going to take the next plane to Reno, Nevada, or Mexico City and get a divorce.
Stella, can't we What did you say?
Fred, surely it must be apparent, even to you, that all the closeness has gone out of our marriage.
I've never felt as close to you as I do now.
And you've never been so far away. And so I thought...
Oh, darling, I know we haven't seen much of each other lately, but I've taken a new job.
I thought I would try to put the romance back into our relationship.
And it's a very demanding job.
Oh, shut up, Della. Listen to me. I was desperate, so I thought I'd do what the marriage counselors suggest, what the soap operas, the lovelorn columnists advise, which was to create a romantic atmosphere. And look, just look around you. I'm wearing what certainly should be considered a seductive gown. Look at the candles on the table, the brilliant crystal, the gleaming china, the sparkling silver, the red roses, the soft lights, the sweet music. And let me tell you about dinner.
Darling,
No, listen, we're having beef bourguignon. And then
I'm sorry.
You bust in here like some traveling salesman barging into a motel. Give me a room and a cheese sandwich.
But, darling, I must tell you what happened. Senator Loomis, the one who hates to spend 15 cents on education, he's in town with an investigating committee. I met him and we started talking. Darling, I know I can make him see the light.
Please, Fred, let's have some champagne.
Oh, no, I need a clear head for figures. He said have your facts in black and white by morning. Do you realize what an opportunity this is?
But I prepared the whole...
Della, dearest Stella, I know how disappointed you are, but you're sensible. You are, darling. That's why I married you. Now, I must get into the den with these figures. Keep the coffee coming.
You know who Fred is? Fred is the new state commissioner of education. Everybody says he's going places. I agree. Lately, he's been going a great many places without me. Well, he went into his study, and I did a few chores around the house, read a bit in Boswell's Life of Johnson, worked on a watercolor. Oh, I have a great many talents, Bernard. And in the midst of all this self-expression, enter my close neighbor and casual friend, Edith.
Hey, is it okay to use the phone, Del?
Oh, sure.
Oh, thanks. I hate to bother you, but old Gus decided to stay home today, and I have this extremely important phone call. Hey, Mike, Edie Harlow. Oh, you're sweet. Look, 10 on Handy Andy in the first at Ormond. Do I still have time? Oh, just. Okay, on the nose. And Mike, call me back at this number. It's my neighbor. She's okay. Yeah. It's at 206-3636. Yeah, sure thing. In a couple of minutes, they're off.
Edith, will you have a cup of coffee?
I'd rather have a drink. Oh, don't bother. I see the bottle and the glasses. Pour you one?
I don't drink.
Oh, that's right. You don't.
Handy Andy, I presume, is a horse.
Oh, Handy Andy is a 5-year-old bay gelding, and he cannot lose. Oh, come on, be smart. Bet on him yourself.
Oh, I never bet on anything in my life.
Well, you're overdue. Put a tenner on him.
No, I was brought up to believe it's wicked to bet on horses.
Well, yeah, it is wicked, but look, if you don't do something wicked now and then... Come on, take the plunge. I'll call Mike and put down a bet for you. Oh, hey, if that's Mike, my watch is slow. I was lucky to get down myself.
Well, then it's too late for me.
You mean you would have put down a bet? Look, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll give you half of mine. $5. What do you say? Once I talk to Mike and find out, it'll be too late. Oh, come on, Del. What's $5? Live a little.
Well, all right.
Okay. Hello? Yeah. Uh-huh. Okay. Well, let's go downtown and collect.
Oh, I don't want to go rushing downtown just to collect $5.
$5? He went off at 20 to 1. He brought home 200 for 10. You're entitled to half. You win 100. Here's where we meet Mike.
Edith, are you sure that we're getting $100 apiece?
Oh, you're a very insecure person, Del, and I can't understand why. Relax.
Hi, Edie.
Oh, hi, Mike. I had a good one today.
Yes, you did.
I'd like to introduce a friend. Della McKellar.
Della McKellar. It sings. It's music.
And Della had half the bet.
I'm glad you won, Della McKellar.
Even though it's money out of your pocket?
Oh, not quite. You see, there were 15 horses in the race. Not all of the people bet Handy Andy. Well, I hope to see you again, Della McKellar.
Oh, no. I made one bet and I won. I'll quit while I'm ahead. Famous last words, eh, Bernard? And I had every intention of quitting. But that night, Fred was late for dinner, and then he was very late. And finally, the phone rang.
Honey, we have to leave for the state capital right away.
At this hour?
I've got the senator eating out of my hand. He wants me to testify at the committee hearings first thing in the morning.
But I thought we'd have that champagne tonight.
Della, just let me get through this crisis.
After which, there'll be another one.
Well, Della, you ready to break the bank at Monte Carlo?
No, thank you. I've had my mad fling. And besides, I'm due to teach my classes at the settlement house.
Oh, well, I like Jackie's boy in the fifth. How can he lose? I got a hunch on this nag.
Okay, I'll go along.
For how much?
Well, I'm ahead 100. Why not all of it?
Well, it's best to do these things slowly.
Why? If he's right, he's as right for 100 as he is for $1. It shouldn't be the size of the bet. It's the strength of the conviction.
Honey, you are a horse player.
Call Mike. I didn't realize it at the time, Bernard, but I was hooked. Well, after my classes, I was having a sandwich and looking at the paper, the racing page, naturally, and I was beginning to have second thoughts about Jackie's boy. So I called Edith to get her to change the bet. But there was no answer. I didn't know Mike's phone number, but I did remember the corner where we met him.
Hello, Della McKellar.
Hello, Mike. I have to talk to you.
I'll buy you lunch.
No, this is business.
We can't talk business on the street. You realize we're standing in front of Las Sordas, the best restaurant in town?
How do I go about changing my bet, Mike?
All you do is tell me.
Well, see what it says in the paper? Jackie's boy likes a fast track. But if you look at the weather map for upstate, where Ormond Park is, it rained there all night. So that track must be mud by now. Now here is Sweet Reward. He loves mud. He finished in the money his last 3 times out. So I like him.
Why do you got him? Did anybody ever tell you how lovely you look when you get all excited and breathless like that?
Well, I wanted to straighten out that bet, Mike.
Well, it's a good thing he goes off in 3 minutes. And don't leave.
Why not?
Tell me all about yourself. Why are you unhappy?
Who said I was unhappy?
Well, you have to be unhappy to gamble.
Why do you say that?
Because real excitement and adventure are missing from your life. You have to buy it at the table or the track.
Is that why you gamble, Mike?
I don't gamble. To me, gambling's a commodity. I sell it to those who need it. Why do you need it?
Who says I need it?
Have dinner with me tonight and I'll explain it.
Oh, listen, I'm a married woman.
But are you a happily married woman?
Oh, really? I have to go.
Well, shouldn't we find out about Sweet Reward? Johnny, plug in a phone, please. Thank you. Della, if not tonight, why then, how about tomorrow?
Oh, no, please.
The day after? Hello? The 5th at Ormond Park? Uh-huh. Thanks. Your Sweet Reward came in at 3-1. 100 yesterday, 300 today. If I had your luck, I'd play the horses myself. Here's your money.
Oh, thank you.
Now, about dinner tonight.
No, Mike, really, there's no point in your asking.
Well, there's no point in your refusing.
Della, I'm still upstate. This is a rough one.
Yes, Fred, I suppose it is, but, listen, you just stay as long as is necessary.
You're not angry?
No, darling. I understand it's your career. And, we're both required to make sacrifices.
Oh, that's my Della. That's my rational, mature, and reasonable darling. I'll be home tomorrow night. What are you doing now?
I'm just, reading.
What? Something new?
The racing form.
Did it get good reviews?
Mixed.
Mike Perry.
Oh, Mike.
Della McKellar. You changed your mind. We will have dinner after all.
Listen, Mike. Her name is Lady Marion in the first at Joyland. $400 to win.
Aren't you living a little dangerously?
Sure. And I love every minute of it.
And so would you if you won every time you bet, which is what our Mrs. Della McKellar is doing. However, as the popular tune tells us, into each life some rain must fall. And when it does, where will Della run for shelter? Well, you just keep warm and dry where you are, and I shall return with a few tips on some winners when I bring you Act 2. It should be obvious if a man has an attractive wife and he neglects her, she will, sooner or later, find something and someone to occupy her time and energy, which is what Della McKellar seems to have done. Not only is she having a fantastic run of luck with the horses, she also seems to be scoring with the bookmaker.
Well, Bernard, the night before, I had put all my winnings, $400, on a filly named Lady Marian. And the following afternoon, I was leaving the settlement house, and at the curb was parked a brand new, long, black sports car. And at the wheel, the very good-looking, the smartly dressed Mike. He could very well become a problem. But I wasn't sure I really cared.
Hop in.
Oh, really, I shouldn't.
I have news for you. You just won $2,000.
$2,000?
You put $400 on Lady Marian at 5-1.
Oh, Mike, thanks.
The proper way to thank me is to have dinner.
Oh, no, I told you I'm a married one.
Well, I'm a married man, so it cancels out. Well?
I have to go home, Mike.
Ah, you're a slave to convention.
Aren't we all?
Oh, no. And that's one of the things I'm going to teach you. One day.
Aphrodite, Edith. Why is she 5-1?
Well, she's a filly.
Why is she running with 106 pounds? Why is she the lightest in the race? Why? She's won her last 2 starts.
And she's being dropped in class. I like her for $10. What's your bid?
$24.
$24? That's an odd amount.
$2,400, Edith.
No. Oh, no, Della, you can't. Della, you're crazy. I won't let y'all stop you.
Oh, please, Edith, don't take on. You were right about me. I am a gambler. I'm not like you, venturing $5 or $10 for a thrill. No, sir, this to me is a living. It's a way I never lived before. I can't explain it.
Oh, Della, I wish I'd never introduced you to this.
Well, Bernard, that was 10 o'clock in the morning. And somehow I made the time pass in the settlement house, and it passed by quickly because a woman reporter came round to interview me. See, I was human interest, the wife of the dynamic new commissioner of education. Everybody knew that he was going places.
Well, how does it feel to be the wife of such an exciting man, Mrs. McKellar?
Well, it's marvelous.
They say he has a career in politics if he chooses, and you are certainly a great asset. You're never in repose. Like your husband, you seem to be on the go all the time. Where do you get all your nervous energy?
Could I tell her that I bet on the ponies, Bernard? Could I tell her that even now I was waiting for the 4th race at Joyland, where I had $2,400 riding on a horse named Aphrodite, and that I would have $12,000 if she won? Is it any wonder that my eyes were shining, that my cheeks were glowing? Well, finally, the lady reporter had enough of me, and then I was told that I had a phone call.
Honey, change in plans.
Plans?
Yeah, we discussed it last night on the phone.
Oh?
Senator Loomis and I and some party leaders will be in on the 6 o'clock plane. We're having a victory dinner at a place called, you never heard of it. It's on Lower Broadway, Las Sordas.
Las Sordas?
Can you meet us there? I'll have terrific news.
Well, Bernard, I kept eyeing the clock like a condemned prisoner in a cell. And finally, the hands read 3 o'clock. And I knew that the race had been run, and that I either had $12,000 or I had nothing. And I looked out the window. The sports car was there. I ran downstairs. He held open the door for me, and I got in, and I knew. I knew my Aphrodite had not risen from the phone.
She came very close, Della. Going into the stretch, she slipped, lost stride. But she wouldn't quit. At the finish, she was coming on. If it were 1.25 miles, she'd have won it.
Mike, would you drop me off a block from the house? I owe you $2,400. I want to pay it.
Oh, you don't have to do it this minute. First, let me buy a drink.
I don't drink.
Why did you do it, Della? You can't keep letting it ride. You have to save some for a rainy day, you know.
It's been raining for a long time, Mike.
Well, come out of the wet then, Della. Away from the cold and the damp, I know a place where it's always bright and sunny.
Is this the cheer-up service you extend to all your lady customers?
Oh, it's a brand new service. I never tried it before.
Do you know you were the absolute hit of the evening?
Was I, Fred?
You bet you were. And Del, they want me to run for office. Darling, are you listening?
Don't you have an office now?
I mean elective office.
You mean politics?
I'm in politics now. That's what this is all about. I could do more for education if I were in the legislature. And from there... Oh, Della, you know what ties the ribbon around the package? You. You're my biggest asset. You're attractive. And the work you've done with the kids, who'd ever have thought it would pay off?
I work with other people's children because we have none of our own.
Senator Loomis says there's nothing like kids for a candidate. We should give serious thought to adopting one.
For votes? You never wanted to adopt a child?
Well, Della, we both want one. And we'll have to work very hard.
I think that's where he lost me, Bernard, on that word, work. I'd been working for him ever since we were married. I worked while he studied for his master's, his Ph.D., and while he held research jobs that paid practically nothing. And now he was asking me to work for the rest of my life to make him president of the United States one day. Well, I don't want to work for a man anymore. All I really want to do is play the horses. Mike, 50 on Forest Ranger in the 3rd.
I'm sorry, Del. He's out of the money.
Okay. 100 on Jolly Tar in the 6th. 25 on Jersey Jerry. 50 on House Guest.
I'm sorry, Della.
But how does it happen you're out of money?
Well, Fred, we do a lot of entertaining. You know, there's food and liquor.
Oh, I know, but it seems to me that...
Oh, please don't lecture me on how to run a household. It's the way prices are today.
It's just that we seem to be broke all the time, and I'm trying to find out where the money is going.
Well, all your guests and your political friends compliment you on our hospitality.
Oh, I have to admit, you're doing a terrific job.
Well, see, that's where the money's going.
It just seems to me it's an awful lot of money.
Oh, I'll get that. Hello?
Della, bad news, I'm afraid. Country gentleman finished dead last. Anyone else you'd like?
Oh, no. Another time.
Who was that?
Wrong number.
Oh? Didn't sound like a wrong number.
I said it was wrong number. I just drop it.
Oh. I invited some ladies for tea this Saturday. One of them is a nut on antique silver. You know the tray Aunt Zoe got us for a wedding gift?
The tray?
Yeah, the solid silver tray. Use it to serve.
Oh, we never use that. I mean, it's ugly.
I described it to Mrs. Wheatley. She's dying to see it.
Do I have to tell you what I did with that tray, Bernard? I used it to raise $500 to bet on a horse named Foolish Pride. Well, it was a foolish bet. But now I had to get it out of Hock. I needed $500 quickly. How could I raise it? I'd already squeezed every possible dollar out of my household money. But then I saw my salvation. His name was Silver Knight. How could he lose, given these circumstances? Mike, what are the odds on Silver Knight in the fifth?
Oh, he's the favorite. Just about even money.
Okay. 500 to win.
Hello, Della. Sit down. I'm sorry about Silver Knight.
Mike, I came down here to tell you, that I...
That you don't have $500, huh?
How did you know?
Well, it had to come to this one day.
Well, if you're so sympathetic, why did you take my bets?
Oh, you'd only go to some other guy. And to him, you'd just be another customer.
Oh? What am I to you?
If only you would, you'd give in to your instincts and enjoy life.
Which instincts?
The urge to be free.
Listen, Mike, could we talk business?
Sure. Your credit is good. And it's unlimited.
I don't want credit. I just want time to pay you back.
Sure. But meanwhile, if you see something good in tomorrow's race, why, your credit is good.
No. I can't ever go through that again. Never again. I've learned my lesson.
Mrs. McKellar, aren't you going to show us that antique silver tray your husband told us about? I'd love to have a picture of it for the paper.
The tray? Oh, yes, of course. Would you ladies excuse me for a moment?
Darling, what's the problem?
Fred, the tray. I can't find the tray.
But don't you always keep it here in this closet?
No, look for yourself. It's gone.
But how could it be gone?
Well, it must have been stolen.
Stolen?
Oh, Fred. Fred, I love that tray. It's been stolen, Fred, stolen.
Oh, dearest, you must be calm.
How can I be calm? That was the most cherished thing I had.
But who could have...
That Mrs. Soames, Fred.
Mrs.
Yes,
Soames?
that cleaning lady we had a few years ago. It must have been Mrs. Soames. I remember how she used to look at that tray. She stole it.
But that's hardly proof.
Oh, Fred, it's gone. It's gone.
Oh, please, dear, please don't take on like that. It's not the end of the world.
They say your dyed-in-the-wool compulsive gambler must eventually break all of the commandments. Now, where are we with Della so far? Stealing, lying, false witness? How about adultery? She's been flirting with that ever since Act 1. We'll see how far she goes when I return in just a few moments with Act 3. Dante talks about an inferno. Dante never met any horse players. They have a special inferno of their very own. It's a place of illusion, a strange land of delirious hopes that rest on quicksand, where winners and losers alike are haunted, driven creatures.
Well, Bernard, I held out for a week. And then I proved I was a horse player to the very marrow of my bones. Because I came up with a system. And it was Fred, of all people, who inspired me.
Do you realize you were the most intelligent person in the room? Not only did you know what Einstein's formula E=mc² means, you could actually explain it intelligently. It all has to do with timing.
Timing? That's right. It's timing. Why didn't I see that before? It's timing. All other systems have to do with past performance. But the fact is, the longer an animal has to wait...
An animal?
The more nervous it becomes. Therefore...
Therefore what? Honestly, Della, sometimes it's so hard to follow you.
notice you only bet the first and second races, Della.
Yeah, that's my new system. You see, the longer a horse waits to run, the more nervous it becomes, huh? The more energy is drained away.
It sounds crazy, but I have to admit it works.
Yes, Bernard, it worked. All systems work for a while. And then nothing worked. And I'll tell you something about horse players. It's just as important to lose as it is to win. The ecstatic joy of winning is made possible only because there's that chilling fear of losing. It's all basic philosophy, Bernard. The balancing of life by opposites. Oh, but there were dreams. Terrible dreams.
Is it true? You are an incurable horse player?
Your credit is unlimited, Della. How could you do this to me? How could you do this to me?
Is it true? You've been having an affair with a notorious gangster?
How much money have you squandered? You sold Aunt Zoe's silver tray to bet on a horse.
Follow your instincts. Be brave. Brave. Brave.
Della?
Huh?
Della.
Oh, yes, Fred. What is it? More coffee?
Dear, sometimes it seems that you're in another world.
Who?
I think you're exhausted, and it's my fault. I've been working you so hard, but everyone agrees you are a terrific lady. Oh, darling, could you go to the bank for me and cash a check?
What?
I won't have a chance, and it's $100, expense money for my trip tomorrow.
I'd rather not.
What? Della, what is it? Is something wrong?
Oh, no,
You really have to do this for me, darling. I'll need the cash.
I tried, Bernard. I really and truly tried. But the horse's name was Centurion, which means leader of 100. How could he lose? I rang Edith's bell. We hadn't been seeing much of each other lately. Edith, do you know another bookie?
I see. You're on the cuff with Mike and in so deep.
I only asked you if you knew another bookie.
Oh, get out of it, Della. He's sweet on you. He'll wait forever. Don't ruin it for yourself and Fred.
Edith, do you know another bookie?
I wouldn't be doing you a favor, Della.
You weren't doing me a favor the first time either.
A cigar store across town on Hawkins near 12th Road. Ask for Chuck.
I came here as quickly as I could. What is it, Mike?
Is this the way to treat a pal?
Why, what do you mean?
A friend of mine, you could call him a colleague, says he booked a cash bet for you.
Well, I was so afraid to run up more credit, Mike.
I told you, your credit's unlimited.
How much do I owe you?
You know it to the penny.
I don't.
$9,200.
But I had 3 winners last week.
Well, that's subtracted from the total.
I know. And I'll pay it back.
You'll never pay me back.
Yes, I will.
How? You and Fred are living above your income now.
Mike, I'm quitting, and I'll pay you back.
You never have to pay me back, Della. I don't want money from you.
Well, what do you want?
You? I don't care if you're a gambler. I can afford you. Be my extravagance, And once you're with me, baby, you'll see. You won't have to gamble anymore.
Mike, please, I have to go.
You wanted this to happen, Della. You wanted an impossible debt to be built up. You wanted me to save you. Okay, try it. Come away with me for a weekend.
No.
You're a gambler. You never dreamed of how it is in Vegas. Horses, cards, the wheel. It goes day and night. It never stops. You never have to stop.
I can't.
All right, we'll do it this way. 2 rooms. One for me, one for you. You decide whether you keep your door open
or locked? You decide.
I decided, Bernard, which is why I'm here in your cab. I had to find out about the gambling, about Fred, about Mike, about me. Fred was easy. I told him I was going to visit Aunt Zoe on the coast. Thought it was a great idea. The flight was uneventful. A special limo was waiting to take me to the hotel. I was greeted with ceremony by the captain, ushered with deference by a bellman to my room where there were flowers and a bottle of champagne and a basket of fruit, and a note from Mike.
Welcome to Vegas. Report to the cashier. Draw as many chips as your heart desires. Meet you in the casino at 4. Love, Mike.
I won, and I kept winning, but somehow there was no thrill to it. I don't know what was the matter. Was I nervous? Was I guilty about deceiving Fred? And then I saw Mike.
Well, look at those chips. Look at the big winner.
What's the matter, Mike?
Nothing. Why do you ask?
I don't know. Back home, you seemed so carefree, so happy-go-lucky, but out here, you're actually serious. You're like everybody else around here.
Sit down. I'll buy a drink.
I don't drink.
Well, let's sit down anyway. We'll have dinner early.
Why?
I have a meeting.
You have a what?
I belong to an association. We're having a convention here over the weekend. And we have an important session scheduled for 6 o'clock. It may run till midnight. Now, honestly, honey, there's so much action here, you'll never even miss me.
Mike, I have a husband who treats me this way. Why do you think I'm here now?
Well, it's just this particular night.
You don't sound like the Mike of back home. I didn't know that you were tied down.
Well, actually, I'm not.
You said you were free to come and go as you pleased, that you didn't have to answer to anybody.
Della, this is just a single, tiny exception.
Listen, on vacation, I like a formal dinner at 8.
Sure, tomorrow night.
And I've had a long trip, so I think I'll go up and take a nap. And I'll be dressed and ready for you to pick me up at 8.
But I told you I have a meeting.
And if you're not there, I'll go to the airport and I'll fly to California, where I have a wealthy aunt. And I'll tell her the truth, and you'll get your money.
Della, listen.
And if you're not there at 8, Mike, I'll be gone. And we'll never know if we could have had anything together. Come in. Mike.
Yes, Stella, Mike.
8 o'clock exactly. I thought you had a meeting.
I did.
Do you care to talk about it?
Well, it seems this is to be a weekend of decision for us both. I guess I have to make a decision, too.
Mike, you look very handsome.
I feel handsome.
Yes?
May we come in?
You are in.
Introduce us, Michael.
Mrs. McKellar, may I present Mr. Carl Leon and his associate, Jean.
How do you do, Mrs. McKellar? Michael, Joe tells me you cannot make the meeting.
Yes, Carl, that's right. I can't.
I see. But I need you there, Michael. Do you mind, Michael, if Mrs. McKellar and I talk in private for a few moments?
Excuse me, please, Della.
You're a very attractive young lady. But then Michael always did have good taste, which is why he married my daughter, Julia. You knew he was married?
Yes.
I took him into my firm and placed him in charge of a certain operation. Now I must ask you to leave him.
Do you ask me or do you tell me?
Ask. You see, if he stays with you, he will no longer have his position in my company.
I think you don't really know Mike and what we have done for each other. Just as he's giving me my freedom, I am bringing him his.
He is not going to give up his position.
Well, shouldn't that be his decision?
Of course. And he has already decided. Let us see which of us he has chosen. Open the door, Jean. You see, no one is outside, and no one around anywhere in the corridor. Michael has gone back to work, as you can see.
I see.
Goodbye, Mrs. McKellar.
Oh, hello.
Della?
Fred, how did you know?
I guess I know everything. I found the pawn ticket.
Oh.
And all kinds of racing papers.
Oh.
And I spoke to Edith. She thought it best to tell me everything.
Oh.
There's a scrap of paper in the wastebasket with your plane and hotel reservation. I guess you really wanted me to find it.
Oh.
Is that all you can say? Oh?
Well, what do you want me to say?
I want you to say you're coming right home.
Oh, Fred, don't forgive me so quickly. I feel terrible.
I feel worse. Do you think you could ever forgive me?
Here we are, lady. 1221 Torrance.
Oh, so soon.
It don't take more than 10 minutes on the freeway.
It seemed like a lifetime. Well, here you are, Bernard, and keep the change. I can't tell you how much I enjoyed our chat.
What chat? Dames. Some dames are out of this world.
Yes, they certainly are. And so are so many of us, out of this world. Della McKellar, prim, proper, perfect wife for a rising young politician. What's going to happen? Did Della and Fred learn their lesson? Or will they slide back into the old relationship? Do people really learn? Some do, some don't. I shall return shortly. The other life. If the Lord granted the cat 9 lives, does it stand to reason that he allows us only one? Stop to ask yourself, how many lives are you leading? Our cast included Mercedes McCambridge, Ralph Bell, Bryna Rayburn, and Elliot Reed. The entire production was under the direction of Hyman Brown. This is E.G. Marshall inviting you to return to our Mystery Theater for another adventure in the macabre. Until next time, pleasant dreams.
The CBS Radio Mystery Theater presents... Come in. Welcome. I'm E.G. Marshall. There are parts of California that haven't changed in centuries. Along the coastline, the waves of the Pacific beat on the shores just as they did during the gold rush. Mansions built in the 1800s stand ghost-like and untenanted. One of them, with 10 rooms, 40 windows, has been empty for most of 30 years. Until today. mystery drama, The Secret of Crow's Nest, was written especially for the Mystery Theater by Gerald Keane and stars Mandel Kramer and Carol Teitel. Why has this house withstood the bulldozer and the developers? One reason, no one thinks it's for sale. Another, there is no way to build a clutch of cottages or ranch houses off a road that winds like a corkscrew up a mountainside. So there it stands. Crow's Nest, it's called. A wooden mansion of many secrets, shutters shut, doors locked, the iron gates below the house rusted as they stand open. What happened here 30 years ago? It looks like whoever left that mountain lodge left in an awful hurry. But now, a visitor.
Hello? Hello? Anybody home?
Yes.
The real estate office in Trudeau said it was all right to have a look around.
What for?
I've got a letter from them, Williamson. Here, you see, permit bearer to, They told me this house could be viewed any day between noon and 6 o'clock. Afraid it's awfully close to 6, but I had a flat tire on my way up the mountain, so I had to leave my car and walk.
You aiming to live here?
Well, I don't know. I'd like to have a look around first.
Crow's Nest is not for sale.
Williamson's gave me to understand that it might be.
Well, all right then. It's no use you standing out there. Come on inside. If you wait a minute here in the hall, I'll go get some candles.
Why, they shut off the electricity?
Oh, we never had any electricity. When Mr. and Mrs. Burns lived here, they kept to the old ways, you know, coal stoves, wood in the fireplace, candles, kerosene lights. It was the way they liked it.
Mm-hmm. I guess you're the housekeeper, the caretaker here?
Well, shall we say I do take care of the place. I'm not much on titles.
No, neither am I. Now, let's see, the main hall is through there, and beyond that, the trophy room.
Hey, mister, have you been here before?
Why do you ask?
Well, not many people know about the trophy room, or where it was. I keep the kitchen here pretty much in order. I heat up a meal when I'm cleaning. The main hall is through that door. It's where the Burnses used to eat in front of the fire in wintertime. It's an informal place, you might say. I suppose you noticed those big logs that make up the timbered walls.
Oh, yes, very handsome. What else can you tell me about Crow's Nest?
Well, it was built by Mrs. Burns' great-grandfather. They say he made his money in the gold rush up at Sutter's Mill. 4 generations lived here. I'm real surprised the real estate people said that Crow's Nest was for sale. Now, you see, off the main hall are the bedrooms. 3 of them on this side and 1 over on the other. So, so you're thinking of buying, huh?
No, I'm thinking of having a look around.
Well, we don't get many people up this way.
Do you live here?
No, I live down at the bottom of the mountain, in Trudeau. I come up here to take care of things. Do you know the town?
Trudeau. Came through it on my way up. Tell me, how long has the lodge been unoccupied?
Oh, a long time. It's changed hands a few times in 30 years, but it's in good shape. See, this place needs a special kind of owner. You know, people who like the mountain. People who don't need other people too much.
Mm-hmm. Is that what the Burnses were like?
How did you know their name?
You told me.
I did?
Mm-hmm.
Ah, yes, I guess I did.
They say this place is haunted. Is that so?
People are always talking.
This is, I'm sorry, I didn't get your name.
Miss Mantle.
Miss Mantle. I'm asking about the house because I want to know. I'm not making idle gossip.
I appreciate that. And if Williamson told you to come and have a look around, I'll do what I can to help. It's only, well...
What?
Well, if I say what I think, perhaps no one will want the place.
Let me be the judge of that, Miss Mantle. Unless your idea is to scare people away.
I don't have to. There are funny noises, but old houses always make noises.
Well, depends what they are. People moving around? Voices?
Oh, it's most probably in people's imaginations.
Yours too? What do you hear?
Well, when the wind blows down that main chimney, it makes quite a draft. Sometimes I'm cleaning in one of the rooms and it makes real loud noises.
Do you hear words?
Well, if I were a nervous person, I guess I could think so.
Who pays you, Miss Mantle?
Look, I'm not here to talk about me.
Oh, sounds like one of our mountain storms coming up.
Well, I better make sure everything's shut tight. That wind down the chimney. I'd be upstairs and, see, I'd hear a loud bang, a loose door getting caught by the draft.
A bang? From any particular place?
Oh, the trophy room. That door's awful loose.
A bang? Like a shot being fired?
What did you say?
I said a bang like a shot being fired.
How did you know? Maybe.
Has anyone else ever heard the sound of a shot in this house?
Maybe. People hear all kinds of things and they say all kinds of things. And when there's been a tragedy in the house, you know what people are like.
A tragedy, yes. Have you ever seen anything out of the ordinary, Miss Mantle?
No, never. I've heard things, but I say to myself, you're hearing things. And if I didn't tell myself I was hearing things, why, a body could go crazy.
It happens that often?
When it's dark. So it's mostly in the wintertime. When it gets dark early, I usually try to get down the mountain while it's still light, but sometimes you can't. But my Jeep takes me most anywhere.
There's a storm coming up now. I'd like to talk to you a little more. Come along to the trophy room. I'll start up a fire. Is there wood?
No, I'd rather not go in there.
Why not? A great deal more I want to know.
No, not in there. Please, not me.
That's where it happened. In the trophy room.
You could light a fire in the main hall. Good fireplace there. And if you wouldn't mind, I'd prefer it.
That's burning nicely.
You did that like an expert.
These old fireplaces. They knew how to build them in those days. Sit a little closer, Miss Mantle.
Oh, thank you. No, I'm all right where I am.
I did as you asked. I lit a fire in the main hall. So tell me what you know about Crow's Nest.
Well, 30 years ago, Mr. and Mrs. Burns, that's Hayward James Burns, and his wife lived here. He'd inherited the lodge from his father. Oh, goes back generations. They loved this place. They'd go camping, backpacking, hunting.
What about Slade Brown?
Oh, did you know that name?
Tell me what you know about him.
He was a guest here. One day, Mr. Burns went out hunting and accidentally injured his toe, so he had to stay indoors for a while. But Mrs. Burns and Mr. Slade would go out every day together. Mr. Burns didn't want his wife to stay cooped up here just because of his foot.
You seem to know the story pretty well.
You couldn't help knowing because of what happened. One day, they found Mr. Slade Brown dead on the floor of the trophy room. And Mr. Burns, he was holding the rifle. He didn't remember anything, he said, but they put him in prison for 30 years. If he's still alive, he must be out by now.
Do people around here still think Mr. Burns killed his friend?
What else can they think?
But he said he didn't remember anything, that he didn't do it.
Oh, it was him. He had to have done it. His lawyer tried to say he was insane or blacked out or something, but the jury didn't believe that. You see, there was talk about Mrs. Burns and this Slade Brown. They must have figured it could have been jealousy.
You think Jim Burns did it too, don't you, Miss Mantle?
Yes. Yes, I do. It was sad. James Burns never knew how sad it was.
Sad?
Maybe there wasn't anything going on between Mrs. Burns and Slade Brown. But Mr. Burns must have thought there was. That's why I said it was sad.
So you, too, believe Jim Burns killed Slade?
It was his rifle. The bullet came from it. One bullet. And there was no one else in the house but Mrs. Burns.
Miss Mantle, I'm going to tell you something. I went to school with Jim Burns. He wouldn't kill anyone. Oh, sure, he liked game hunting and fishing and target practice and all the outdoor things. But kill a human being? Never. I knew him as well as my right hand. If he said he didn't remember firing that gun, he didn't. And as for being jealous of Slade Brown, it wasn't possible. Jim was crazy about his wife, and she loved him. 5 years they've been married, and they shared Crow's Nest. It was their heaven on earth, this old lodge. I'm sorry, Miss Mantle. I didn't mean to scare you. I knew all about this place, but I wanted to know what you knew. Here's Jim Burns dying by inches in jail for 30 years for something he didn't do.
How else could it have happened?
I wish I knew.
What do you want? What are you going to do?
I want to stay on here tonight.
No, that's not possible. I couldn't agree to that.
Even if you stayed in the house?
Oh, not me, never. So, if you don't mind, I'll be locking up and start back.
Weather's pretty nasty out there.
Oh, don't worry. My Jeep can make it in any weather.
But I haven't looked the whole place over yet.
Well, you arrived here too late.
Surely I had to walk up half the mountain. As long as I'm here, what difference does it make to you?
Look, come back the day after tomorrow. That's when I'm at Crow's Nest again.
If you don't mind, Miss Mantle, I think I'll stay. I have my reasons.
No, you don't. I'm going to have to insist you go. I'm locking up.
But I've hardly spent any time here at all.
I am leaving here now, and so are you.
All right. Hadn't I better put out the fire?
Oh, yes. You're a strange man.
Why do you say that?
The way you suddenly gave up? All right, you said. I'll go.
I can wait. I've waited this long.
I can give you a ride down the mountain back to Trudeau.
Tell me, Miss Mantle, what would you have done if I had absolutely refused to leave?
I would have told the police in the morning.
What, that I spent the night here, that I was trespassing?
No. Because you are James Burns. And I think the police would like to know where you are.
How did you know?
I guessed. Are you James Burns?
Yes.
For 30 years, a man serves out his prison term for a crime he has no recollection of committing. Now he has returned to where it happened, to where he lived happily with his wife, to where his best friend was killed. It's unusual for Mystery Theater to bring you the end of the story before the beginning, threads woven into a design of death. But what we hope we shall unravel is the how and the why. I'll be back shortly with Act 2. Finer voices than mine have told a similar tale. It's 300 years old, and the plot is almost identical. Said Christopher Marlowe, to suffer at the hands of fate, to suffer punishment unjustly. Oh, to outlive that memory, those spent tears, those unhealed wounds, and turn back time to the innocence of a happier day. Now, to the present, from Marlowe to Mystery Theater, to a woman who guards a haunted house, and a man who has served his time.
Oh, wouldn't you know it?
Well, keep trying.
Oh, no, better not. It's probably flooded.
Okay, we'll wait. Wasn't coming down so hard we could walk.
Huh, would you? It's 5 miles.
Oh, I often have, and come back. Should we go back inside?
I don't think we have any choice.
Well, I got the fire started again. Where will you sleep, Miss Mantle?
In the kitchen. I can light the stove. It'll be warm enough. Mr. Burns, why did you come back to Crow's Nest pretending you wanted to buy this place?
I'm here to find out something. What happened there in that trophy room 30 years ago is known only to the Lord himself. Slade is dead. My memory's dead. I've been waiting a long time to find out.
You think the walls will speak to you?
I suppose it depends on who is haunting this place.
I think you're crazy.
A lot of people have said that. Did you know me 30 years ago?
I didn't recognize you today, if that's what you mean.
No, because of this beard. This big, white, bushy beard I grew in jail.
No, not only that. Your eyes are different. Even your voice isn't the same. A man of 55 is not much like a boy of 25.
Now, when you've lived longer in a cell than in a house, you change a great deal.
But there's always something, though, some little thing.
Back then, You did know me.
Yes.
Did I know you?
I don't think you did. Not very well.
Incredible. I guess you saw me around here in Trudeau, maybe?
I did. There and other places.
I'm sorry to say that I don't recall you.
White hair changes a woman, too.
All right. Good night, then. I'll take this candle. You take the other one. I'm going into the trophy room.
No, please don't.
Why? Why do you care?
I wish you wouldn't go in there.
I must. Don't you understand?
No, there's wickedness in there.
This was my house. And that room is my only way to find out.
Not at night. Can't you wait till it's daylight?
Miss Mantle, why do you care what room I go to? Good night.
Let me go in with you for a moment to see if there's a proper place for you to sleep. Most of the furniture was taken away years ago.
Look at that. It hasn't changed much. Just as I remember it. Can't believe that no one's been in here in all these years. It's so clean. Miss Mantle, you never came in here?
I used to. Sometimes. In the middle of the day. But not in the last few years. I'm not as strong as I was.
I tell you, it's a miracle. Look here, the glass on the gun case is just as it was. Not a crack in it. A lot of beautiful historic rifles used to stand in there.
Are you going to stay in here the whole night?
I don't know for how long, Miss Mantle.
Well, where will you sleep? There's not a stick of furniture.
I'll start this fire. Lie down on the hearth. The mantelpiece, how smooth it is. And the paneling. Where is it now? Where is that?
Well, there's nothing on the mantelpiece, I'm afraid, but dust.
Ah, yes, there is. It's still there.
What is?
And this wood panel over the center of the fireplace.
What did you find?
A bullet hole. It's still here. That bullet hole.
Was that made by the shot that...
That killed Slade? I believe it was. Good night, Miss Mantle.
You are absolutely certain you wish to remain in this room?
The answer is definitely yes. Now, good night. I'll see you in the morning. Oh, and Miss Mantle, should you hear any sounds or voices in the night, it will only be me.
You're going to talk to yourself?
And to whatever spirits these four walls contain. You should be able to get a good night's rest. The storm is passing over. So remember, if you hear anyone talking, it's most likely me. Good night. I have come back, Slade. Slade, do you hear me? I, Hayward James Burns. I'm standing in exactly the same spot where I stood 30 years ago. Why did you die, Slade? Who shot you? You must have the answer. Do you remember Jeff Conroy? He was at school with us. Jeff was my lawyer. The day I was found guilty of killing you, Jeff came to my cell. I asked him the same question.
Jimmy, I feel awful. I'm terribly sorry, but we didn't have a chance. There was nothing I could do.
Who killed him, Jeff? Who was it? Why was he killed?
You don't remember anything still?
About that night? I've told you over and over, Jeff. I told it all on the witness stand.
We tried. We said you blacked out. Don't you remember? They didn't believe us.
You did your best. But there's a reason for all this. There's got to be. If I did shoot Slade, why don't I remember?
I think the jury suspected you were jealous of Slade.
All that talk about Martha and Slade, it wasn't true. Not Slade. He would never have come between Martha and me. Never.
It would have helped if we could have gotten her to the stand.
Couldn't those 12 good men and true get it through their heads that she's still in shock? In a hospital? The doctor said she might endanger her life if we had her testify. Couldn't they understand that?
Well, sure, Jimmy. They believe she was ill from the shock. But what brought that shock about is what turned the verdict against you.
Stupid fools.
If only you could remember, Jim.
Jeff, I swear to you, as I did the first day you undertook to defend me, I do not remember.
Sure, I believe that. Well, I'm getting up an appeal. That'll help gain us time. And by the time the case is heard again, Martha will have recovered enough to testify.
Poor girl, what I've brought on her head.
She's our only hope. If If Martha tells what she knows, she might save you.
You mean save my life?
Oh, no. The death penalty doesn't exist in this state. But the judge could hang 20 to 30 years around your neck.
Good Lord, Jeff, I'll be an old man by then.
All right, Jimmy, I'm going now. And as soon as Martha's well enough, I'll go see her. Pray every day, too. Everything helps. Martha? Martha, it's me, Jeff Conroy. How's it going?
Oh, hello, Jeff. Pretty well, I guess. When are they going to let me get out of bed?
Oh, I talked to the doctors, and they said in a week or two. Isn't that good news?
I don't understand, Jeff. Where is everybody?
I'm the first person who's been allowed to see you. And I sure had to pull a lot of strings to do it.
Where's Jimmy? Has he been to see me?
Don't you know?
It's all been such a whirl in my head. I don't even know why I'm in the hospital. Nobody tells you anything here.
Oh, well, you suffered a shock.
What kind of a shock? Why isn't Jimmy here?
He'd be here if he could. Martha, the reason I'm here, and I'm here not only as a friend, but...
I want to know how long I've been in this place. What did I do? What do you mean, shock?
Hey, hold on, Martha. One question at a time, huh? I want you to try to remember.
Look, Jeff, stop playing with me. How long have I been here?
4 weeks.
I've been in the hospital for 4 weeks.
Well, you were sort of in a coma, and then you were delirious, and the doctors thought it advisable to remain quiet until you got better.
4 weeks?
Martha, this is very important. I'm talking to you not only as an old friend, but as Jimmy's lawyer.
Lawyer?
Do you remember that night at Crow's Nest that you and Slade Brown had been out backpacking and you came home around dinner time?
Slade? Yes. Oh, yes, I think so. Jimmy'd shot his own toe off for something equally stupid, and he was laid up all week. I think he couldn't make the day trips with Slade and me.
Do you remember what happened when you and Slade came back?
Came back? When? Well, we went out each day on different trails. You know, sometimes to Mount Baldy, sometimes to the Clay Pass. Which day? Why?
Well, on this day, Slade and Jimmy had a fight about something.
They did?
Well, Jimmy was cleaning one of his guns in the trophy room. Do you remember now? It was a quarrel.
Oh, why don't you ask Slade? Maybe he remembers.
You don't recall having been in the trophy room with Slade Brown and your husband and a gun going off?
What?
What happened, Martha? What happened?
A gun? Whose gun? Why don't you ask Slade? I don't know what you're talking about.
I can't ask Slade. He's dead.
Oh, no.
Martha, try to remember, please.
Yes. Yes, that time Yes. Slade and Jimmy. I brought them drinks. They were angry. They were both very angry. Jimmy, he said things.
And then?
I don't know.
You mean you don't remember anymore?
Slade is dead?
Oh, for heaven's sake, Martha. Jimmy's been found guilty of killing him. I have an appeal in the works, but I need a witness. You're the only one who can save him.
I wish I were dreaming all this.
Won't you please try to tell me?
I can't tell you anything, Jeff. I wasn't there.
You left the room?
I walked out of the trophy room, and they stayed in there. What they said and what they did, I don't know. And after that, I remember absolutely nothing.
You're sure now? You're sure? You don't remember the police arriving or anything?
What police? No, I don't remember any of that. Just waking up and being here.
So you were not in the room, you saw nothing, and you heard nothing.
All I know is I wasn't in that room.
Okay. I guess that's what I'll have to tell Jimmy.
If Martha says she wasn't in the trophy room, that's the truth, Jeff. I've never known her to lie.
Yes? Who knows?
Why do you say who knows?
Look, Jimmy, I'll tell you why. After years of practicing law, you develop an instinct when a person is telling the truth and when he isn't. In your case, I'll be honest with you, I do believe your mind went blank. I do believe you don't remember what happened that night. Unfortunately, all the evidence of fingerprints in your rifle where Slade's body fell, the bullet they dug out of the wall, all of this is irrefutable. But you still, and I honestly believe this, are telling me the truth. But in the hospital yesterday when I talked to Martha, Jimmy, I didn't believe her. I sensed she knew something she wasn't about to tell me.
Does she know now that I've been sentenced for murder? That I'm here in prison?
She didn't know, but I told her.
Does she know Slade is dead?
Yes. And Jimmy, believe me, the way she took that, it was strange. Very strange. I can't say any more.
No, say it. Go ahead, say it.
Jimmy, I know you love Martha, but what came across to me was that of the two men who were in your trophy room together...
I know what you're going to say, Jeff. That she was heartbroken. Slade was killed. Well, why shouldn't she be?
Oh, no. It was more than that, Jimmy. I had the strong impression that her sorrow was because the wrong man had died.
What so many of our tales of mystery boil down to is who is telling the truth. One has to weigh that question against who has got the most to lose or the most to gain by lying. Hayward James Burns has already paid society's price. What he has to gain now is peace of mind. And what of his wife of 30 years ago? Where is she now? We will undoubtedly have all the answers when I return shortly with Act 3.
This is WBBM Chicago News Radio 78. 72 degrees at Midway. 4 minutes after 11 o'clock. Muhammad Ali has regained his World Championship boxing crown.
Is it possible for a man to will the past to life? To force himself to remember the forgotten? 30 years ago, in a mountain lodge high in the California hills, a man was shot to death. Another man was accused, sentenced, and served time for a crime he cannot remember committing. Now, alone in the very room where death took place, he agonizes over that blank in his memory.
Slade, come back to me. Make me remember what happened.
Mr. Burns! Mr. Burns, are you all right?
Go away, I'm fine, I'm all right.
It's 3 o'clock in the morning, Mr. Burns. Who can sleep with such goings-on?
What are you saying?
It's 3 o'clock in the morning. I permitted you to remain in that room on condition you'd be quiet and not make a fuss. All this shouting and screaming, it's too much. Do you understand, Mr. Burns? It's too much.
I'm sorry, Miss Mantle. I'll do my best to keep my voice down.
Such a night. They should never have let you come up here. It was a big mistake.
I said I'd be quiet. Now, will you please go?
Whatever are you doing in that room? That's what I'd like to know.
Get out. Get out before I lose my temper. Now go! Slade, I'm standing on the exact spot where I was. I'm looking out the window, and I see you and Martha coming back to the lodge. You're walking slowly, holding hands. Martha's whispering something into your ear. She's pointing to this window. Neither of you can see me. I'm standing behind a curtain, Slade. I want you to come up here to the trophy room. Do you hear me, Slade?
Hi, Jim, old buddy. How's the foot? Huh. See you standing up and putting some weight on it.
You and Martha have a good time?
Found a new trail and deer. Too bad it's not the hunting season.
Oh, which way'd you go?
Oh, we took the North Fork up by Old Baldy. You know, this morning when we left at 5, you was still snoozing away. Martha and I want to try the same trail tomorrow if the weather holds out and just keep going a little further. Say, where is that wife of yours? I told her to fix me a drink. Come on in.
I hate to be laid up like this. Miss all those hikes.
Oh, that toe ought to heal soon. I mean, I'd like to be sympathetic, old buddy, but it sure was stupid shooting yourself in the foot.
Oh, I agree entirely. That jittery old New England hunting rifle. You know, when I'm loading her, I always point her down at the ground. Well, my foot must have slipped on a rock, and away she went. Lucky it was only a toe.
Hey, Martha, hurry it up with that drink, huh? You know, Jimmy, old buddy,
You sure got a lot of beauties in this gun case.
Oh, you like them? Most of these are black powder guns. Now, here's one. Heft that. That's called the Connecticut Valley. Actually, it's a spitting image of a Kentucky rifle. And here's one that was used by my great-grandfather when he came over from Kentucky Territory. You know, since I have so much time in my hands, I've been pulling them down and giving them all a cleaning.
Hey, maybe I'll come back here for the deer season.
I wish you would. You could use this gun. You know, this is so accurate that in the old days, a frontiersman could bring down a squirrel from the top of a tree or drop a deer at 100 yards with it. Look at the lock plate. Just look at that workmanship. Go on, heft it. Go ahead. Yeah. Oh, hello, Martha.
Oh, what a perfect day it's been. Oh, sorry you couldn't be with us, Jimmy. Here you are, Slade. Here's your glass.
Thank you.
Oh, look, I almost spilled it. I don't know what I have to be nervous about. And one for you, too, Jimmy.
Where's yours, honey?
Oh, I didn't feel much like a drink.
You don't look like you need to pick me up. Your cheeks are all flushed. You look great.
I'm still picking leaves and twigs out of my hair. Slade and I found this little valley on the other side of Old Baldy, completely protected. I don't think a human being's been there since the beginning of time.
Well, cheers, Martha. Cheers, Jimmy.
Cheers.
Well, now that I've brought you boys your drinks, I'm going down to do something about dinner. Slade said he'd like a big fat steak. Would that suit you, Jimmy?
Anything Slade wants is all right with me.
Oh, and I made a chestnut pie for dessert.
Hey, no kidding. That's my favorite.
See, old pal, you come up here for a week of backpacking and you get the royal treatment.
I'll call you both as soon as it's on the table.
Slade, can I ask you something?
Why, anything at all, old buddy.
How come you never got married?
Oh, you know why.
Must have been other girls.
I kid you not. When Martha chose you, I knew I'd never find anybody I cared for as much, so I just stopped looking.
Did you ever tell Martha that?
No, never did. Until this week. The day after you were laid up, remember, she was so disappointed to have to take to the trails alone. I said, well, I'll go along.
Mm-hmm. You didn't take much convincing.
Well, I came up here to get some outdoor air in my lungs. I didn't know you couldn't shoot straight. Well, anyway, that first day on the trail, we sort of got talking. And I said, what was it like being married to you for 5 years? And she said, why? And I said, well, just that I'd never gotten her out of my mind.
Slade, I've been doing a lot of thinking this past week. You two going off every day alone?
Oh, now come on, old buddy.
Wondering if I were you, and you were in my shoes, stuck here, what would I have done?
About what?
Staking a claim.
Oh, now, Jimmy, old buddy, you got me all wrong.
Don't old buddy me, old pal. I know just what you two have been up to.
Well, you must be crazy.
Martha, the way she looks at you.
Now, you letting your imagination get the best of you. If it makes any difference to you, I'll pack up and go back home to San Francisco tonight. I don't want to make any enemies.
I'll run for it,
And it isn't really very nice what you're saying about your own wife, either. You ever think of that?
Look, I know her. It's taken me 5 years, but I know her.
Jimmy? Jimmy, I can't find the corkscrew for the wine. Jimmy, hey, what is it with you two?
Nothing. We were just talking. Here, let me have that rifle back, Slade. I'll return it to the case. Careful how you hand it to me.
Why, is it loaded?
Some of them are. I'm not quite sure which ones. Well, let go of it, Slade. Will you give me the gun back?
Oh, you coward.
Slade, what's the matter?
You gun-happy coward.
Will you give me that gun?
He's been telling me that you and I have been enjoying ourselves up in the forest while he's been here.
What do you mean? Sure we have.
That's not what he meant, Martha. I told Jimmy what I told you a couple of days ago, the way I've always felt.
Oh, Slade, why did you? What was the point of that?
When Jimmy asked me. Yes, if you want to know I love her, that's the truth.
And how do you feel about Slade, Martha?
Slade, please put that gun down.
Oh, it's an antique. It's not loaded.
Martha, I asked you a question. How do you feel about Slade?
Oh, tell him, Martha.
I'm not saying anything until that gun is back in the case where it belongs.
Okay, old buddy, take the darn thing.
All right, now you, Jimmy.
All right, I've put it away.
Look, we're just friends, like the two of you.
Is that the truth?
Did I ever lie to you? Ever?
No, but maybe it isn't all the truth.
Oh, Jimmy. Jimmy, what's the use? You and I know we aren't getting along. We live together, but who are we kidding? Ourselves?
You disgust me.
Hey, now, wait a minute,
That's
Jimmy.
the word, Martha.
I think I fell out of love with you, Jimmy, when I found out that without guns and hunting and all this campfire kind of a life, you weren't much of anybody.
You made me believe you liked it.
I had to make myself believe that.
So do you. I'm nobody.
I'm sorry, Jimmy. I didn't realize it myself until I saw Slade again.
I knew it.
I don't want to hurt you, and I don't really think it'll take you very long to get over losing me. You've got too much pride. Anyway, look, let's behave ourselves. We're up here, the three of us, alone. I'm sure we can all act in a civilized way. Now, I'll have dinner ready in half an hour. I'll get that bottle of wine open somehow.
Well, she's a sensible girl. Jimmy? Jimmy, old buddy. Jimmy, what are you doing?
Mr. Conroy?
Yeah, I'm Jeffrey Conroy. I came as soon as I got your call.
You know Mr. James Burns?
Well, I'm his lawyer. He was just paroled from prison.
Yes, I know. I'm Sheriff Clark, County Homicide.
That's some haul up this mountain. What is it with Mr. Burns? Is he up here at Crow's Nest?
I'm afraid we have some sad news. Mr. Burns was found yesterday in one of these rooms here. Dead, sir.
Oh, that's awful. He's been in prison for 30 years, and a few days after he gets out, he's dead? How'd he die, Sheriff?
Yeah, it's heart failure, according to the coroner.
Heart failure? Well, at least he made it up here. This lodge was the only home he ever had.
Yes, we've been checking our files about this place. Since there's a murder here about 30 years ago.
Yes, that's right. Jimmy's best friend was shot here.
I brought some old file photographs with me. They're in the room where we found the body. If you'll follow me, Mr. Conroy.
Oh, sure. Oh, how I know this place. Jimmy used to keep his guns here, his silver cups and trophies. He called it his trophy room.
Yes, now take a look at this photograph, if you will. This was taken 30 years ago of a bullet hole above that mantelpiece.
Where did they find Jimmy's body?
Right there on the floor, in front of the fireplace. And just take a look at this photograph here. See the bullet hole?
No, I don't have to. I was right here 30 years ago. I don't have to look at your file photo. The hole is right there in the middle of that panel.
And just take a closer look, Mr. Conroy.
Oh, my Lord. Is that a...
Yes. A second bullet hole. The same size. Right next to it. That's why we wanted you to come up here. Now, is this old photograph accurate? Was there only one bullet hole at that time?
I don't understand the second one at all. It looks new.
Yeah, neither do we. There's no rifle, no gun of any kind found on the premises. House is absolutely empty. Dust 3 inches deep in the hall, in the rooms, and only one set of footprints in the outside all the way to this room. There were Mr. Burns.
Sheriff, what do you make of it?
Yeah, there is something else. We made inquiries down in Trudeau. We learned that Mr. Burns' wife was living in some rented rooms and had been there for years under an assumed name. She called herself Miss Mantle.
Martha. I lost track of her so long ago. She just disappeared. I better get back to town and break the news to her.
I'm afraid it's too late for that, sir. Last night, we went along to where she was staying. She was dead.
She's dead?
Yes. A seizure. Also heart.
That's uncanny.
That's not the half of it, sir. What's most peculiar of all, the coroner ascertained the exact hour at which Mr. Burns died up here. And Mrs. Burns, down there in town, apparently died at exactly the same time.
Crow's Nest still stands on a mountaintop on the California coast. The lodge is still empty, except for the secret it contains. We have come as close to discovering it as anyone, but even we don't know the whole story.
How many of the old mansions and deserted dwellings in your neighborhood have hidden lives? More than you'd think. I'll be back shortly. Back to our old friend Chris Marlowe, who reminds us it lies not in our power to love or hate, for will in us is overruled by fate. Chris's old drinking companion, Will Shakespeare, saw fate a little differently. The fault, he said, lies not in our stars, but in ourselves. Somewhere between ourselves and our fates probably lies the truth. Our cast included Mandel Kramer, Carol Teitel, and Ian Martin. The entire production was under the direction of Hyman Brown. This is E.G. Marshall inviting you to return to our Mystery Theater for another adventure in the macabre. Until next time, pleasant dreams.
Summit at Camp David, Maryland is now expected to run at least through the weekend. This is Doug Poling reporting on the CBS radio network. The White House insisted there had been no crisis or deadlock in the negotiations, but Egyptian sources said the meeting had barely avoided collapse, and that their delegation is losing patience with the Israelis and with President Carter for failure to extract more concessions from Israeli Prime Minister Begin. The Egyptian sources claim Begin has been intransigent about the question of withdrawal from occupied Arab lands. President Carter on Friday met with President Sadat. Mr. Carter also spoke Friday morning with Israeli Foreign Minister Moshe Dayan. More news in a moment. In New Orleans Friday night, Muhammad Ali regained the world heavyweight boxing title with a unanimous decision over champion Leon Spinks. A report from Maury McGill of station WWL.
70,000 fans and a record-breaking $6 million gate ushered in the third coming of Muhammad Ali. The challenger, Ali, was the aggressor, using his boxing prowess and weight advantage and reach advantage to pummel Spinks nearly at will. Ali was the teacher, Spinks the pupil. Spinks and Ali punched it out and counterpunched, but Ali was more the aggressor. On hand to watch all of the action, Miss Lillian, Liza Minnelli, Sylvester Stallone, just among the many celebrities who were here on hand to watch the greatest become the first three-time heavyweight champion of the world. The way the judges went, it was a unanimous decision. 2 had 10s for Ali, 1 had 11 for Ali. Again, the third return of Muhammad Ali at the Louisiana Superdome. This is Maury McGill reporting for CBS News in New Orleans.
A typhoon has struck Japan with devastating winds. Bruce Dunning has a report from Tokyo.
Authorities in western Japan say 6 people are dead and 4 more missing in the wake of the typhoon. Winds reached velocities of up to 100 miles an hour, an all-time record in some areas. The high winds toppled giant steel towers carrying power lines, bending them flat to the ground. At the height of the storm, about 600,000 homes were without power. The storm left some 7,000 buildings damaged or destroyed as it swept eastward along the main Japanese island of Honshu toward the capital. But the typhoon has lost strength and is now only a heavy rainstorm expected to blow out to sea within a few hours. The weather forecasters warn, however, that another typhoon is building up in the Pacific Ocean south of Tokyo. Bruce Dunning, CBS News, Tokyo.
Firemen in Manchester, New Hampshire have voted to accept a compromise contract offer proposed by a federal mediator and end their 14-day-old strike. The firemen had been facing threatened jail terms at midnight unless they complied. Special federal mediator James Healy on Friday decided a 5-month-long labor dispute by awarding the nation's postal workers higher pay and lifetime job security. The binding settlement was announced by James Healy, but postal union leaders said said they will hold ratification votes, and 2 union officials said they are not happy with the settlement as outlined by Healy. Now this.
In America, abandoned cars litter the land. But the people in Lexington, Kentucky are removing 100 of them a month. We discard millions of used tires, but in New Jersey, they're turning old tires into playgrounds for children. Our streets and countryside have become dumping grounds for trash, but all across America, people are now recycling 8 million tons of it a year. We create staggering amounts of garbage, but in Virginia Beach, they turned a mountain of garbage into a recreational hillside. Pollution is destroying our beachfronts and waterways, but in Huntington, Long Island, they're planting seagrass which cleanses the water for wildlife and man. The cure for pollution is people working together. For a brochure on what you can do, write Keep America Beautiful Incorporated, 99 Park Avenue, New York, New York, 10016. A public service message of this station, the Advertising Council, and Keep America Beautiful.
The government of Nicaragua has imposed censorship on news reports coming out of that country as President Somoza's National Guard continues to battle rebel forces trying to topple the regime. Some of the heaviest fighting on Friday was in the town of Leon, where government forces used warplanes and tanks against the rebels. The United States has urged the Nicaraguan government to negotiate a ceasefire with the rebel opposition. The Organization of American States decided on Friday to send a fact-finding team to investigate Costa Rican charges of Nicaraguan incursions into its territory. This is Doug Poling, CBS News.